So if you see your girl's phone and it's my name DP, don't feel no way, or just the habit. Politics, politics, it doesn't matter, me I go talk. Bringing light to the lost so you will get it. DP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. America, come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Yeah, rest, you know the rest. Come chat with DP. Call me Damian Phillips. Yeah. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. VP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As
Have a stop. I mean, and this thing happened for days now, and I mean, you drive away, it's just thing, and
All right. Let me say good evening and thanks for joining me. My name is Damian Phillips, and I got a video in my WhatsApp this evening, and it was touching. That's the voice of MP Ian Hales, and yeah, the MP is moved. The MP is moved. It's 4 days. Is it 4 days? No, it's more than 4 days. Tomorrow will be a week since that dreadful Category 5 storm made landfall in Jamaica. And there are still people who are picking up the pieces. Um, and it's hard. It's hard. I was listening to a radio station on Friday night and I heard members of the media, they were saying that when they were leaving, it was getting late, dark, like after 6, going up to 7 o'clock. And there were people inside, and I don't even know if I can call it a house because it had no roof. They were actually staring up in the elements, and that is where they were spending that night. And I don't think any rebuilding have started as yet. So chances are other nights have been spent there. Let me say good evening to those of you joining me via Vibes Corner Radio, and those of you joining me on my WhatsApp channel, not my WhatsApp channel, my YouTube channel. So enough for ride and whistling, or drive car and use cell phone. Because I'm like, I need to share my link. If you're watching, please grant me a favor and share the link and invite some friends to the live. Because tonight live it's going to be different. I feel it already. This is not a normal. This is not a normal live. There are still people in suffering right now, And there are people who they have no hope. Um, they have no knowledge of what is going to happen tomorrow. While there are people playing politics, and they're the one accusing everybody else of playing politics, because I'm going to make it clear. Spoke with my mom today, and she said, I have something to tell you. There are people that you think that are in your circle and they're not. Good evening, Simone. How are you doing? You know, they talk up with you and things. She never get into name, and I wasn't even interested to know. Because somebody went up to her and say, "Why am I doing what I'm doing?" And how they just listen, and then at some point they're not blocking me and stuff like that. All I've been doing since last week was just rebutting the lies that I've been told. One such lie is the PMP saying that they want unity and bipartisan efforts in the relief process. Papa Nana, big up yourself. That's a caller to Cliff Hughes. Papa Nana once said, the PMP does not, their ears does not hear what their lips says. And that is true. Now, listen to this caller last week, Friday. Last call to a talk show in Jamaica.
Okay. So you expect people now to really think about unity? Could never. All right, Betty. It's disgraceful, and you have these ministers parading every day about news conference. What do they know about disaster management? We're sick of them. All right, Betty, we have to leave it there because that's the end of the program for this week. Thanks to our
Let's play that again.
Okay. So you expect people now to really think about unity? Could never. All right, Betty. It's disgraceful, and you have these ministers parading every day about news conference. What do they know about disaster management? We're sick of them. All right, Betty, we have to leave it there.
So that's Betty, a caller into a talk show. And I'm sure that's not the voice of a JLP supporter. It's the voice of a PMP supporter calling in and saying, and they said they want unity. So today I was listening to the PMP's press conference, and I learned a thing or two. One, I learned that Ground Zero is in Westmoreland and not St. Elizabeth, as the Prime Minister has declared. And maybe this is some of the reason why people are of that opinion. Let's play this one. Come on, audio. Audio. So youth, if you mute it, oh yeah, I go hear it. Why I tell you, I need a what them call them people the people them where do all of this something them background instead of, so I can just focus on talking. Yeah, because I did mute something a while ago and saying how comes I'm not hearing it. But until I get there, they're saying the PMP saying that Ground Zero is in Westmoreland. I was asking the question, or I've been asking the question, why this thing about Westmoreland from, let's see if we get it now.
Please to send this out to Dayton Campbell for the residents of Westmoreland. We currently have no judicial service, no flow service, and everybody in Betheltown, Westmoreland is currently homeless. So we don't have no service to put out, nothing to make nobody know we have to walk miles. For our food, actually 4 hours to come out of the community if you can't get internet. talk. So, Mr. Dayton Campbell, you are for the people of Westmoreland. We haven't seen you, sir. If a helicopter can take come down in here for people, on want this PNP and JLP thing, on need to show up on get position not this. The people of Betheltown, Westmoreland is currently homeless. They not no food, they not no clothes, they not have nowhere to sleep. All the shelters that you guys provided for the people, everything damaged. Police station damaged, post office damaged, health center damaged. Every single thing is damaged in Betheltown, Westmoreland. We, the people here, have nowhere to stay because even if we stay our neighbor, we have a wall house, then are no window, then are no door. We want zinc nail, we want zinc, we want ply, we don't have nothing. We don't have not even clothes to put on. Everything wet down here so. Why we can't reach down here so we help people, but when the election time we can do campaign. Look here, we don't need to reach out now. So I'm make the video for the people.
All right, that's a resident of Betheltown, Westmoreland. And let me pause at this point to offer my condolences to the family of the person that they're not naming names on the recovery. Well, not well, yes, it's still recovery of bodies, but I know somebody personally that did not make it out of the storm. I just learned of it yesterday. So my condolences to their family. With that being said, I remember asking, and I was on a TikTok live today, and I promised myself that I'm not going to contribute to this competition of where is worst. What I know is that Hurricane, and I need to find that video, that clip. What I know is that Hurricane Melissa made landfall in Jamaica, and there are several houses that have been affected. There are people, like I started out by saying, they have no idea of what tomorrow is going to bring. They're hopeless. All their hopes is gone. There are people, all the life savings, everything that they dreamt of having. Maybe they wanted to even add more to it. And now they're going to have to be building from scratch. Right? So I don't think, or I should say, I don't see how this benefits the PNP for saying ground zero is wherever they declared. So back to the PMP's press conference, because unlike some people are very intolerable, where they're like, me now watch this or me now listen to that, which maybe that's why even on my videos, when I see posts from certain people like SYM, I know that that's a comrade who can't stand hearing views that are opposing to theirs. They can't stand it. So I watch stuff to learn, and I don't like second-hand news. I prefer to see it for myself. There is this young man who is also Jamaican. He lives where I live. And today, I even said to him, this is the last, bro. I'm not going back and forth with you. He shared a video. It started off with, it seems something like they're on a plane, like a military plane. They drop this canister looking thing inside I don't know what that is called. And then you see a cutaway to, oh no, the video started out with, for those of you who were tracking the storm, Melissa. I don't know if you saw the shot where there was a plane inside of the hurricane. It was I'm a photographer, so pardon me for saying it was a beautiful shot. So they start with that, and then they show the soldier, military personnel in a uniform, dropping something like a grenade thing inside of it. And then it cut away from that and showed like some people, like them jerking up into the plane. And I asked him to explain what is it saying. like what? And he said he's asking questions. So that's another way that propagandists spread their stuff, because the eyes are very powerful. As the Bible said, the quickness of the eye deceive the whole body. Now, I'm a photographer, videographer, so I know long before AI was a thing, I know you can trick people by cut and pasting and cutting away from, and it's giving this illusion like this is related. So when I asked him what is it about, he said, he's asking questions too, da 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 da, whatever. I'm like, yeah, bull. I saw another post he made, and if that of the Prime Minister upon opening KFC in Black River alluded to the vision he has for Black River. And there are people, and some of these people are supposed to be educated people, they're making a link to why Melissa went to St. Elizabeth. And it's not only St. Elizabeth alone, it went to Just for Saying. And I'm saying to myself, when people are this gullible, several persons sent me, or people, sorry, persons is wrong, people, sent me video of, it looks like a Jamaica town area. And there are some sea creatures seeming to be either shark or whale running, and thank goodness majority of the comments I saw was saying yes, AI strikes again. So on top of AI, there are people who are hell-bent on just spreading misinformation. So I saw a post on X today and I like it. Guys, the guy was saying, well, we as Labour right call the Prime Minister bro God. But no, the PMP has ascribed more powers to him. Now they're saying that he's God. That's not the voice of a sensible person. Right? So, and this is kind of a way, because I saw, which one is it? I saw Labour rights, and Leicester was on top of one of them. I saw Labour rights posting about how the Hurricane Melissa is man-made. Yeah. I didn't big up my viewers on TikTok, did I? I didn't big up my viewers on TikTok. So let me say good evening to those of you who are live on TikTok. If you like to comment, because I don't have access to that screen right now, presently. But if you want to comment, go over to DP live on YouTube and you'll be able to comment there. Right? So I saw Labour rights talking the same crap that is man-made, and I hear even on talk show, people calling in saying, this is the first storm they have seen without.
Why did it stall in the Caribbean? Remember when we tell us, remember Bermuda?
Explanation about hurricanes. Let's do this.
And the East Coast and Bermuda. And that's a here of high pressure.
All right, why
Are anything from moving the direction they're supposed to move, which is north. Okay, so if the Bermuda High North. All right, this is not drawn to scale. Me cannot draw, but this is just a representation. South America, Central America, the United States, and the Caribbean, and this is West Africa. This is Bermuda. Remember Bermuda. This is how storms travel across the ocean. This blue line here represents the equator. Anything that's above the equator, any storm system that's above the equator in the ocean will want to go north because of the rotation of Earth. And the stronger the storm system is, the more it will curve and go north, right? So why doesn't Melissa or any other storm will hit any islands curve Melissa didn't just pop up in the Caribbean. Melissa was a cluster of storms that came off Africa when nobody didn't notice except the meteorologists. Then come over until them get to the Caribbean. So why did it stall in the Caribbean? Remember when I tell yourself, remember Bermuda? This is called the Bermuda High. It's an area of high pressure that's usually between Florida and the East Coast and Bermuda. And that's a area of high pressure. That prevents any cyclones, hurricanes, or anything from moving the direction they're supposed to move, which is north. Okay, so if the Bermuda High north and prevent this to go that way, why it never just go west? Because at that same time, there was another area of high pressure over the United States. Also, there was an area of high pressure over the East Caribbean and also in the West Caribbean towards Mexico that also helped in sandwiching Melissa in that specific place in the South Caribbean underneath Jamaica. Therefore, this don't have no way to go. So that means it'll go stall right there. So now, when these start to move away now, that is when Melissa starts to move this direction because this and this is dragging it this way. And that is why Melissa stalled in the Caribbean and moved across Jamaica. There is no cloud seeding. Nobody went to the Caribbean to create the hurricane. On our phone, on the dance. The reason why it got so strong is because during this time of the year, Atlantic hurricane season is from June to November. When it comes closer to the end of the season, the Atlantic over here becomes a little bit more cooler. But the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean still has warm temperatures. So when Melissa was in here stuck because of this and this, it had time to develop into a category 5. Nobody make it. It's nature. And it's a catastrophe. This is not drawn to scale. Me cannot draw, but this is just a representation.
Thank you, sir. So I saw somebody comment under something similar to this and say, people should go and read because them dunce and whatever. And I say, listen, I am sure, even with that I play a while ago, if some PNP came on and see it, them going to say a lie is foolishness. Because something that I realize, it's so easy to believe a lie these days than to believe the truth. So you have people like me saying, is rubbish on talking that the Prime Minister make a storm and Senegal and St. Elizabeth. And in case of the PNP, Westmoreland. It's lies. But no, they're not going to believe that. They're going to believe other things. So people are asking, and I am taken aback because a past student of mine called me a fool yesterday on Facebook. And then today tried to tag me and say I should explain something. And I'm like, all right, if you call me a fool, why do I need to explain anything? So I'm not the only one asking. On X, there is a post here, PNP Jamaica. Yesterday, opposition leader Mark Golden toured northeast and southwest St. Elizabeth to assess the devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa. Joined by MP Zalika Jess, which she's becoming a very interesting character, caretaker Miranda Willington, and councillor Donovan Pagan. And he said we met with whatever. So question, did Mark Golden invited Floyd Green or any JLP, or members of the JLP to come on the tour with him? Anthony responded to that and said, why do I get the impression that with a PNP government in power, Jamaica would be far more prepared to take on the ramification of this massive Category 5 hurricane and to put people first, PNP DNA would kick in swiftly and wider with a more caring response in the aftermath. All right. So Anthony's saying, why do I have the feeling of such? You know? So I have some clips to play, like I say. We're going to get to them because this thing is getting interesting by the minute. All right. This is one more clip to
They're
play.
going to come out of the area called the Canaries, right? Someplace there. Most of them are in the Gulf of Mexico or wherever. And they're going to move in the same direction that slavery went. They're going to transfer heat to cool areas, while the cool area now transfer heat, cold air to the warm areas, which is exactly why global warming is so important. Because global warming implies when you look at your barometer, it's going to say greater pressure, lower pressure system. It's going to show you numbers, weird numbers like 900 and odd, which is going to mean that anything that comes is not going to go quickly past. Remember how quickly Gilbert passed? It just went past 15, 20 miles per hour, right? And mash us up and gone about in business. Not this one. This one is going to take its time, soak up all the pressure it can, sop up all the hot air, right? Which means this is why it's going so slowly. The second thing that people need to understand is that hurricanes move in a pattern to avoid mountains because it's air. So those of you who did the geology and geography, and you remember your little experiment where they're showing air and how hot air rises and cold air and all of these things, please apply that now, because what happens is that you need to look at the topography of Jamaica. Jamaica is designed from east to west, or west to east, whichever you prefer, and it has a spine from the Blue Mountain all the way down to Dolphin Head in Hanover. There's a spine almost unbroken, right? I think it's broken at Santa Cruz, which is why Santa Cruz is so hot. Have you been to Santa Cruz? It's really disgustingly hot. Not showing my Santa Cruz people. All right, which by the way means Holy Cross. So folk, if a hurricane is trying to escape into across the Caribbean Sea, through the Bahamas, or towards Bermuda, towards the cold, it's going to take the shortest path. It could go straight east to west and head towards Cayman, right? We know one of them had damaged Cayman badly recently. But based on what is happening, this one was expected to turn because they were able to track where the temperatures are and so forth. That is why these meteorologists and scientists were able to say it's going to go north when it gets here. Right. And they were also able to look at this map to say this is where it's going to turn. There are people who are saying that Jesus is going to make it go straight. You know, yes, I know, but follow the fact that Jesus already give some people the information to give you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. God right through man. Yeah, man.
You know that's what people do.
Yeah,
They think that God give you the information to pass to them and then God change your mind. No, it doesn't work like that. This is what people expect, miracles that have nothing to do. That hinges on nothing that God is doing, just a miracle out of
nothing.
Right, ta-da! Right. So as it turns, once it turns and head to land, we expect to see the fall in the barometer. We expect to see that fall, and once that fall comes, it will pick up speed. So we expect it to come across us a little quicker than the 2 and 3 miles per hour.
It's 7. It's moving at 7 now.
Right, but it's not going to give you 15 and 20 because it's already heavy. Yeah. So it is going to stay with us. It's going to mash us badly as it crosses. And I'm asking people to just really and truly pay attention to your family. Take this very, very seriously. So let's look at some of the areas that they've put in the flash flood for.
So that was prior to Hurricane Melissa making landfall. And I got that from Power 106 FM. And people have branded them as one of the PMP stations. So from time to time when I listen to Dr. Herbert Gill, and you heard Ralston Hyman in the background, I'm not sure if you agree with Dr. Gill, because most of the time they prefer if you talk what the PMP want to hear. Well, anyway, joining me now is my friend, my brother and friend Akeem. How are you doing, sir?
Doing good, doing good.
Doing good. Anything to report about your people in Jamaica?
No, every thank I there is I've been struggling with this whenever anytime anybody have asked me since last week
Mm.
that I'm happy my parents are my family, my everybody that I think I'm in close connection with is doing good, but in
Mhm.
the same breath I don't know why I feel like a certain level of guilt. I don't know if it's
Yes.
survivor's guilt or something like that to state that, because knowing that and I always tell people, I said they're good, but like the country is devastated, our parts of the country is devastated, a lot of people are without home, and all of that stuff. So I've been suffering survivor's guilt maybe for since last week. um
Mhm.
Maybe one of the first time I feel like, I'm not know if them say that a part of mental health thing or whatever it is, like at the first me ever really find myself struggle.
You think not being there is a part of the
Yeah,
control?
100%, 100%. Because the only thing we can think about is like if I was there, like what I could be doing.
In terms of health.
Right. For me, I'm a logistics man, so there I could have think home, I could have get with some people and start organizing and creating some
Mhm.
structure on the ground for ensure smooth flow, and just things like that, like crisis and things of like high intensity. That I think that's where I strive the best. Like when people will start panicking, that's where my creative juices start flowing,
Mhm.
and my brain start clicking a certain different ways. So some of that really have affected me, like like what could I have been doing different and all of that stuff. But you know
So, what would you? How do you define a person that believe that Andrew Oles created the hurricane and sent it to St. Elizabeth because
dumb,
he want build one modern city?
dumb, stupid.
But you have heard it, right?
To be honest, people really and truly not really, like, I've seen it, I've heard
Okay.
it, but not really
Same,
digest
same,
it.
same. Yeah.
Me tell anybody, like me tell my wife and say, oh, really and truly, anybody come to me with this right now, if them then I'm a close circle like that. Me tell, like, me talk to my father, and one time, and in the initial part, him say, man, this cannot happen. I say, hey, hey, hey. I say, science or science, the science have been there for a long time. And Gilbert happened in 1988,
37 years ago, 30,
right?
88.
And it was a powerful hurricane, just the same. Them
Mhm.
the cloud seed that time. So things have been happening. It's just that Jamaica have been spared for the most of it
For 37
throughout
years.
time, right? We get the Taylor Ivan, that are the one we remember,
Mm-hmm.
and that was still a pretty dangerous
It did some damage.
hurricane. Yeah, the house that they remember, if you know Lovely, and the rock came down on the back of that house beside Taylor shop. Me did that
Mm-hmm.
Lovely in the night, because my house to the house people from Coopersville and all sort of them stuff. So me and my father did go up on the family house a Lovely, and in the morning we heard the big rumbling, and my cousin run down the hill, and then everybody come afterwards and they said that damage and all that stuff. So you know so say all of that, no, make not buy no conversation about things, coincidence do happen, right? Andrew say one turn in one third city or whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
and hurricane come, God's work,
Mm-hmm.
that are some
I
natural
actually
occurrence.
shared it on my WhatsApp and my Facebook, I think, and I say the first time I saw it, I screen grab it, share it, and I say, if anybody right now in my contact or friends list or whatever believe this, grant me a favor and unfriend yourself, like, or block me.
Yeah.
And I have another confession. I was talking to my son last night for about 2 hours, and me kind of say, yeah, me kind of like what things there, because me start explain why me never did understand about the tracking, and then him just start talk and explain it, and I'm like, yeah, my son brighter than me. Yes, and me feel excited.
And
But
that is how it's
last
supposed
week
to
got
go.
this conversation, I was questioning, how is it that meteorologists could like be predicting path? And the video me just play a while ago, it's simple. It all has to do with high pressure, the temperature of the water,
Hmm.
all of them kind of something there.
Hmm.
That's what it was. And if you know anything, you know that the hurricanes they start on the west coast of Africa, come across the same channel that slaves came across, which happened to be warm water, coming across, especially in the summertime. That is why it's June to November is the suggested time for
But
hurricanes.
even
All
even
that
so, they if
science
I
that has
was
been
telling
measured and tested
I
and
was
proved.
telling some
Go ahead.
I was telling somebody at work that whole the Caribbean basin pretty much work is that they work with the lead water and the trade winds. So if you ever realize how ships travel, so if you look to save fuel, normally when them come out, then go Bahamas and them go down the that eastern that
Mm-hmm.
eastern flank, then go down St. Lucia or whatever it is, come
Yes.
around
Eastern Caribbean.
and go across. When them cut across Jamaica, more
Mm-hmm.
than likely the preferred route would have been to go down into Mexico and go up so the wind push them back. So that is just kind of like a swirl, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the wind come down off that course and then go up into the go towards Mexico and
Mm-hmm.
curve back up and push up. So that's how they normally save fuel. We learned that when we in college, people from some
Gotcha.
industry people. But so and that's why the hurricanes normally would have come across, and if you make it way over in towards Mexico in the Gulf region,
Gulf of Mexico, yeah.
the likely place they're going to go is up into Galveston, Texas,
Mm-hmm.
or over in Louisiana. And that are just how the winds move.
Mm-hmm.
So it's science, people, like, and it's one of the thing, and again, ignorance sometimes, oftentimes we look to certain people for knowledge, and that's why it's important for persons to be responsible with
Sharing
with
information
sharing
on a
information,
microphone or a
right?
phone.
And that I want here will suffer that people oftentimes give some information and inaccurate, and then people run with it just because they trust that source,
Yes.
and that sometimes lead we know look a pickle. But outside of that,
Gotcha. Let me welcome Blogging God. Lester is joining us. And Blazer, if in case you're watching and not joining, I see a question here. DP, where is your resident guest friend? And I think that is Blazer or Blogging God? Which one? Because Unuame official people them knowing us. So welcome, Lester. And Lester, like muting mic till when in ready for talk, you see. All right, making go
Yeah,
ahead.
man. Me there, man. Me there. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Yeah, man, I always want to know. You can turn your phone landscape so make it look like a TV at the pan. And that Instagram, you have to disable your yes, yes, I like that settings there. I mean, no, so what 3 o'clock now your time?
Yeah.
Yes, I mean I got pressure upon the light something. So I just asked Akeem a while ago, and let me ask you, do you have any friends that believe that Andrew is that powerful that he's now making hurricanes and he made Melissa and sent it to St. Elizabeth because he wanted to make his cyber city? And
Me
I know
not,
it's like a dumb question, but it is out there. I have to ask.
me not a fool friend.
You're not a fool friend. But me see you are tackle one labor right. So you have full colleagues.
Me
Surely
kind
something another. Although I think that page was hacked because when I went through, I think I did some other search and found that Shirley's actually. I don't know that guy, the photo on there as a as Shirley. I don't know him name, but he's a Port Antonio person. But I saw another page and they didn't have any photos and it said the same Shirley, whatever it is. So I was wondering if the person from Portland who probably wears his armbands and Ganz's labor right thing, if I want catfish something did I go on. But you remember
of,
the person I'm talking about?
yeah, man, I remember the post, but me never do a deep dive into the person.
Mhm.
You see, there's some fool comment because about my rubbish, you know.
But I hear other people saying, even the storm of what them say, is the first hurricane this them saying have no lightning and thunder.
Hurricane and now Carolina and Thunder.
Because my recollection is that lightning and thunder sometimes is before a heavy storm
No,
or after, not
the
during.
thunder at the sound of lightning.
Well, yes, thunder is the son of lightning.
So remember, is when the charges them in the
And
atmosphere, the negative and the positive, and then the positive charge get too much. it create the lightning, right? So are the atoms them, are the splitting of the atoms them, and the atoms them are roll come back together now, are they create the sound of thunder?
Yes. Yes. Like I say, welcome guys. I have some clips and I kind of entitled this video "Is the PMP still in power?" because Akeem kind of, make me not feel like more and go as hard as more go tonight. This already starts. But how is the Ian Ailes video where you sent me? Me actually played at the beginning of the show. Ian is almost in tears. Like,
You
touch.
make them laugh.
I couldn't laugh based on what he's saying.
No, but how the background music drop in?
Me see, I asked that on Facebook.
How, how you have an emotional moment, and
Mm.
background music drop in. That means say you record
You
yourself.
need AI to add the music.
Why?
Because it give this. Maybe that did I play for me, and you're right. Come to think of it. Because I'm a musician, as you know. So maybe the music really get to my heart. It's like those videos that you see. Oh, it is winter, and these puppies need you 13, 19 cents a day. Them always have some nice little music in the background in a way. If your heart soft, you have to respond to it.
Okay.
You have to.
You get some art myself.
All right. I listened to clips today and this young man calling, and he was complaining and saying that the police need to start arrest people who are spreading fake information. He alluded to this person that was saying prior to
I get a feedback.
yeah, me hear one whistling. Me think of blogging God.
Yeah, you want?
Like one whistling kind of is in,
All right, sound like a gun now.
yeah. Me hear somebody I play TV though. And do I have anything playing in the background? Let me check.
That's not me.
Yes, me not have nothing playing in my background.
It sound like a gun now. So.
Yeah, me I hear like one radar, one TV.
Yeah, on TV too, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna think of mine, but me check.
Yeah. Facebook DP feedback, yes. Somebody else mentioning. Yes, Blazer is his name. Wanna still getting the feedback or no? Because one of the viewers just mentioned feedback a while ago. But anyway, the young man was saying that we should like find a way to arrest people who spread fake information because I heard that this person must wrap with sheet and stuff was saying that no hurricane was coming and the meteorologists along with the government was just lying. No go so. And Cliff was saying, no, we live in a world where everybody have freedom of expression. You can say whatever you want to say. But I believe, okay, you said no, it's not gone, it's still there. If it's me, I can go grab my yeah, my ear that while ago, I like that ring. Go grab my headset. But listen to this interaction from Cliff.
It is now toxic. Yeah. And we are in, frankly, an information crisis where a lot of people, hear people like that gentleman and others who come with, for example, given what has happened with Melissa, conspiracy theories. Some people are now saying that Melissa was man made, and it was man made because of Andrew Holness's idea about a new city. And there are people who know better and who promote the lies and who deliberately sit down and use the technology, sir, to create videos and narratives that they know are lies. And it has infected us to the point where, organizers on the payroll of the two major political parties, go about this in a very methodical and organized way, some more so than others. As I said this morning, the PNP bloggers are particularly bad at it. Yeah, they are the ones who are most guilty of the constant output of blatant lies, yeah, to mislead people.
So let's start with you, Akeem. So I was listening to Shaka Fame Saturday morning because I do listen to Shaka Fame. And he started off by saying, which I'm learning now that was a lie, that the I keep on mixing it up. The leader of the opposition was denied an helicopter from actually the prime minister denied the leader of the opposition an helicopter to go and tour. You hear anything about that? Or you know anything about that? Also, the PMP saying the prime minister should have brought Mark along with him on that initial tour. Let me hear from you, Akeem. How you feel about all of that? What me just say before I go to
No, really agree with that. You would expect the prime minister to travel with technical people, certain ministers and stuff like that. I think it's not a big 747 or whatever it is airplane. You have a helicopter. I expect maybe Colonel Charles and a few more persons, in a key ministries and stuff to travel with him. Plus him details. So no space would have did it for Mark, and then Mark would have need Fame or have to travel maybe with Fame team for sure that he was there and all of that stuff. So that just never practical.
So, hey, sorry, blogging God.
All
The
right.
prime minister did not. He actually denied the request of an helicopter by the
All right.
president of the PNP.
Mark's first trip was done by the JDF. We have the two video them. And in second trip, he had to get a private helicopter. Remember, the JDF, the government is utilizing all the resources of every agency that them have. Now, Mark wanted to just go on tour, and the resources of the JDF has to be used for rescue and for delivering food and for delivering personnel to um, areas that ground troops can go to. So Mark had to go and get a private um, helicopter, just like what Bruce Golding had to do. Just like what Bruce Golding had to do. I can't remember what happened. Man. Bruce Golding had to borrow Michael Leach in helicopter because he was opposition leader. Had to borrow Michael Leach in helicopter for go down a mobile. You understand me? It's just
So
so.
quick question. You said the first trip was with the JDF.
Yeah, man, the JDF.
I don't know if that, so I cannot verify or
Can't
refute.
verify that
Just
either.
And where exactly those flights went to?
I think one goes St. Elizabeth and the other one, the second one went to St. Westmoreland, the private one.
Okay.
I think the other way around still, but we yield to that just because.
Well,
Really.
you see, I'm fearful of this
Wait,
because
matter. No, wait, matter.
no, because you just say, and I'm very careful of how we share information. You just say to actually substantiate your point that you made a statement. The first two trips with the leader of the opposition was on a JDF provided aircraft. And me not see that nowhere. First may I hear that from you. So should I just take your word for it? That's accurate.
First trip that the opposition leader made, yes, the JDF carried.
Okay.
No, but all right. Well, just to state the record, that factual.
You have to Mr. Lie Metal?
Yeah.
But so this is
No,
the
well, me not say a liar. Tell me just say maybe I have the information correct.
but this is the
Hold on, hold
content.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. You are saying that I don't have the information correct?
Definitely.
DP, give me a minute.
Okay. Technology. So let's not just ask why it matter, and to me it matter, because we need to be accurate. What else I was gonna ask?
When was hold on, DP? When was the hurricane again? Tuesday or
Tuesday.
Wednesday?
Yes, Tuesday.
Tuesday. Wednesday, Andrew go
Went to
St.
St. Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. Thursday, I think was the day when Mark got to Hanover. If I'm not mistaken. Let me see the information on post. Wait, keep.
Was it Thursday the Prime Minister went to Westmoreland?
No, I think he went the day after. Yeah, I think Thursday in go Westmoreland, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Okay, and then Mark did the private flight on Friday.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So even that, I have clips again. We're talking about misleading people and misinformation. Shaka Fame was on his show saying that up to Saturday morning, the Prime Minister have not visited Westmoreland, which was a lie. I asked Lester for clip to prove that, and Lester sent me several. Um,
Say for what? Say
so
Shaka say what?
Shaka said up to Saturday morning, the Prime Minister had not gone to Westmoreland.
They man, you get the two
That not
videos.
true.
Yeah, I see the Instagram. Right. He was on his show to his 1,000 people thing, and he was saying that he called me a liar and all of that. And because obviously, me I say things him no here. Because I saw a post on X where Mark Golan was saying today he toured Westmoreland and he had Ian Hills and Dayton Campbell
Dayton
on
Campbell.
the left and the right. And then so I called Shaka Fame and I said, Shaka, explain this to me. PNP is saying that the JLP is playing politics because the Prime Minister has only gone to St. Elizabeth. But no, days after, the leader of the opposition has only gone to Westmoreland. Shaka
Westmoreland.
said, no. The leader of the opposition went to St. Elizabeth. And him thing I may say, so me not see that. Me not see no picture or whatever. Then he said that, oh no, he flew over St. Elizabeth. And then Colin Bell is trying to convince me that flying over somewhere mean that you have gone. So I say, why that same logic don't apply to the Prime Minister? Because the Wednesday when the Prime Minister went to St. Elizabeth, he did fly over Westmoreland. Shaka said, no, I'm a liar. So Blogging God just sent me an Instagram clip here. Mark Golan and Jamaica PNP. Mark Golan 2 days ago. Good morning, Jamaica. St. Elizabeth. We are on the way. Thanks to the JDF soldier for getting us there. Um, to allow us to get a first hand look. All right. So again, so 2 days ago, is Saturday, Blogging God, and the private plane was Friday.
It's Friday.
Lester?
Yeah.
So as Mr. a while ago, 2 days ago was
Yeah, man, as
Saturday.
we saying, just have it days a mix up.
And the
The
private,
first trip was on the private flight to
which
Westmoreland, and then Saturday the JDF brought him to St. Elizabeth.
mm. So this is what may I say.
Yes,
You want to
yes,
say something
yes.
like
The
that
JDF
before
never
me
bring him.
huh?
Guess what?
You said the JDF never bring him.
Never said
No,
that.
no, 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 no. He said that you think you have the timing mix up as into
Oh,
accuracy of
I think I said
who
the JDF never bring. Oh,
no
okay,
man,
okay.
no, 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 no,
No,
no,
no,
no.
no, no,
That's
no.
not what he said. He said he think you have the days or the timeline mixed up. As in, you were saying that, and I'm saying the same thing. I was saying the same thing. I think the first time Mark did any form of helicopter thing was Friday, and that was the private flight. And then Saturday, JDF took him because he chose, and again, this is actually supporting the argument. What I want to know is, you finished before I move on blogging?
Yeah, man.
Why is this? What is this thing about Westmoreland and the PMP? Is it just because all three constituency is now under PMP leadership, or what? Because I feel like they're the one really playing the politics, as in the PNP.
I mean, it is like, the to be frank, the GLP have fall for the same whole playbook of the PMP since the 70s.
Mm,
What them a do is nothing new. Them do it in the 70s, them do it in the 80s, them do it in the 90s, them do it in the 2000s. You know, them other try to highlight and put, put politicize issues in our time of crisis. Remember, I know them say a Siaga stop the ships them in the 70s from come here with food and them something there, when Michael Mann is on camera, is saying that he stopped the trade ships them from coming with food because Cuba and Russia promised him to do that. He said that, and he said that one of the biggest mistakes that he made. You understand me?
So,
So it is something that
let's study.
them all that try for politicize something. Say, because of PMP, make this not happen because of PMP, and in JLP now, them so busy. Them say, oh, I fool you, we're not paying them. We're going to do the work. You know what I mean? And the people them are gonna listen to the one who was shout the loudest.
Let me. Mhm. So let me hear Akeem on that. Like, is this fixation with the PNP? Because if you, like I say, even there, I have the clip. Dr. Dawes at the PNP press conference, was saying that he declared Westmoreland as ground zero, and the Prime Minister already said St. Elizabeth Black River is ground zero. So now we have two ground zero. I wonder if somebody from Hanover again declare, or Birchell again declare Wiochi Sound to deaf, heard constituents in St. James as, this is why I say, Lester, it kind of foolishness. Me kind of no want to do this. Which parish was more affected? Because if you really go off what the PMP is saying, they're saying, and I see Kizzy post something today. Big up yourself, Kizzy. Kizzy is saying the reason why a lot of people are talking about St. Elizabeth is because the work that Floyd Green is doing. So it seems like him alone do something. You know, where are the other MPs? Like, show what them area are going with, like what is being done. You know, but some people are saying JLP is making it seem like, and this is the politics that they're alluding to, like everything happened only in St. Elizabeth, and PMP, based on the fact that Mark flew only into Westmoreland, and I see Hanover people asking, so what happened to we? So I'm asking Akeem, what is the fixation with Westmoreland and why this focus of the PMP on Westmoreland?
To be honest, I can't really say. Um, all right, I think. Let me tell you what I think personally.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of aid have been going into St. Elizabeth because at the time that's where the everybody was set up for it to happen. Remember, I did initially set up for dive into Manchester, South Manchester. Then it starts shifting over to St. Elizabeth. So all the international media people and stuff like that between Kingston and as far as St. Elizabeth, Mandeville, St. Elizabeth, and the station. So at the end of the day, access was possibly an issue. Access became an issue, but then a lot of the aid started flowing into Saint Elizabeth, and I think they were maybe the first to get the Starlink and all of that stuff. So information started flowing out of Saint Elizabeth right away and started the devastation, and pretty much appeared to be ground zero. So that's where the focus kind of shifted for it to be Saint Elizabeth. Um, and I think people start now compete to say who get the worst damage and all of that stuff.
Hmm.
So
But me no, no, I feel like there's something beneath the surface that I am missing. Like I said, today I went live on TikTok, and this guy Craigie was on. Him say, "Me da go join me tonight." Me no see me. But he was talking, and then it dawned on me, and I'm like, okay. So I'm not sure. I didn't do the math. Are there any other parishes that PMP has full control of? As in
Hanover
all constituencies, is PMP MPs
should be Hanover too.
and over too?
Yeah, man, Hanover.
Okay. So the
Ian
fixation.
Hills, the Ian Hills down Hanover, man.
No, no, Ian Niels he has, I think he has Westmoreland.
So the seat.
He moved from Hanover to
Moreland
Westmoreland.
seat.
Remember that?
No,
Akeem, you can.
Moreland farmer seat, man.
But me sure say Eels moved from Hanover over into Westmoreland and one that's
Doing Vaz. Sorry, doing Vaz.
Dwayne Vaz is, I think, central,
Central.
and Dayton is east, because Westmoreland is a PMP country. You have to reach St. Elizabeth before you can get to
So
Westmoreland,
who are the
before you be
PMP
traveling
to Hanover?
on the side of the country. Huh?
Western Perkis and Heather. Ian or Western Westmoreland.
Yeah, man, that me just say. Me remember clearly now. So we have two parishes, and again, anybody know the extent? Because I can't recall seeing no photos, but I see people complaining that Hanover got damaged too. and why the focus is only. So even PMP people may ask the question, say, oh, what's about Westmoreland? What is it? There's something about Westmoreland where
So to be
somebody
honest,
should explain.
the funny part is the I went in on the border, literally on the border. It looked like it going in.
So all right, even that. I heard somebody saying, and
Oh
this was
yeah,
before Dr. Das today, saying that anywhere, what was the track of him? I don't remember. Anywhere the eye hit or made landfall, that is automatically ground zero. And I'm like, that is bull.
yeah, really.
But the pan radio, so I can't say the other part. Because what if wherever the landfall had better infrastructure or whatever and minimal damage was done, but somewhere else that got the outer bands of the hurricane was more devastated? How can you just apply this nonsense to say wherever the eye made landfall, then that is ground zero? That don't make no sense.
But remember, we still have not seen all the images coming out of Trelawney. Because Trelawney is badly affected too.
Mm. Because Westmoreland is me not think me I get my answer, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
no, me think. So me think based on it track. Me try zoom. One of the maps you can't really see it,
Mm.
and so it kind of really like the border now show. It look like it make landfall now Westmoreland, but so maybe that's why the map ball out.
But I don't believe so, because again, just looking at imagery to say whatever, that does not dictate the level of devastation.
Yeah, well, we're not
And
sure which
again,
part the
we
wall.
started off Akeem with science. We
Mhm.
know, so let me educate Shaka Fame and some other people. The eye of the storm is the quietest part of the storm.
Mhm.
You can rock a baby to sleep in the eye of the storm. There's no water in the eye of the storm. There's nothing. In fact, when the eye of the storm was going over Jamaica, people were seeing blue skies. The same
Yeah,
thing we spoke
really
about
dry.
last Monday, Leicester, when we're for years, Akeem, I don't know if you ever hear that. Leicester did bright and his father did rich, so him know more than me. But for years I grew up hearing that Gilbert turned back. And it's later on me find out that no, the first part of the wind came, the outer bands, then the eye, persons got out and started kneel down back or whatever, Jesse, and then the second part came. So where people thought that was saying for years, I think even the song said it, Gilbert, that the wind turned back for the Rastaman house. So again, my point is not because the eye made landfall X place, that alone, because the outer band, that is where the danger comes from. And that's where the devastation come from, the outer bands of the hurricane. So
The eye wall.
even if the eye wall did only touch or went into to Westmoreland, that by itself don't dictate that that is the worst. But
No,
again,
this are the most powerful area, the eye wall. Which one? The
well,
eye
the
wall is
wall, not
powerful.
the eye
Yeah,
itself.
yeah, the eye wall.
Right. So may I say, not because that alone, but this is what I believe, and I'm going to stick at this until somebody convince me otherwise. I believe the whole thing is the PMP just want full control, which bring me to another clip I'm going to play now. Full control of every resources going in. There's a Conrad O'Brien, along with Shaka Fame and some others, who they have mounted this sabotage to the government. I asked the question because of my own observation and somebody told me that is Lisa Anna alone. I asked, where can I find an official of the PNP or a member of the PNP or a vlogger post supportjamaica.gov.jm? Nobody from the PMP is saying whatever, but I see people saying now that the opposition PMP activists angry, don't want donation going through the government. Why is the PNP, and this is somebody else post on thing, Jamaica Politics Uncover. Big up yourself, Nats. Why is the PNP sabotaging hurricane relief efforts? So I'm saying all of that to me tell me that, listen, PNP just want control everything in Westmoreland. So in terms of even fundings or any form of relief coming in, they want to say we were affected the most, so we should just do everything and ignore totally the government, which bring me to Zelika Jess. I heard her saying it on Power last week, Friday. And she repeated verbatim in the press conference today, stating that she has said "F you," my words, not hers, to the government because the government gave a directive that you should not employ any private contractor. And she went ahead, and let's listening to her in her own words.
Of Parliament, I have reached out to the government for assistance in getting persons who are marooned access so that they can actually leave their communities or enter elsewhere. I have been told by the government that as the member of parliament, I cannot engage with private contractors to have their roads cleared or to have their roads put in a place where they can leave or enter their community. And so I have been faced with a difficult decision where I have to choose whether I obey the rules as they currently stand, in which case it means that residents will be left stranded and trapped and unable to leave, even in cases of emergency. People will not be able to have access to food, water, or I make the other difficult decision, which is to go against the government's dictates and actually engage contractors to put together the roadway as best as possible so that access can be had. I have chosen the latter. And so I hope and I pray that the government will actually make some allocation available to members of parliament in the affected constituencies. I'm calling on the government to include the members of parliament, to engage with us, and very importantly, to empower us to help the people who are depending on us because they don't have the numbers for the government ministers, they have the numbers for their members of parliament, and they're reaching out and begging and crying out for help.
Akeem, talk to me.
Um, Personally, I believe that nobody can do it alone. I still think everybody have to come together and do it. And I share some amount of concerns for the resources that wasn't touching certain places. Still not hear nobody talk about resources hitting Montego Bay. Not just Nikisha Place, but some of them JLP zones will get hit really bad. It's not. And as we said, we really wish the politics wouldn't come in it. Um, we really wish. And oftentimes this require every single person um putting putting the differences aside so we can see how we can lift the country, rebuild it fastest, get help to the persons who are most in need. um when you look at when we look at the, as we say, aid, like one guy called me this morning almost in tears, um upset, and sound like him not political, not about him not political, but him say all of the aid that reach got to Senti, and some places not sent it to, and him ask me for some help or whatever. And sorry, maybe try to work with him for offer some relief. But DP, I don't think this is a new a new experience for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Most people are going there in some form of leadership are going to be somewhat of a new experience. I think we are going to learn on the fly. And as we said, more than likely when we come out of this, we'll learn. And we're going to have this and we're going to have the challenges and stuff like that. But for me personally, I just wish many politics, and politics govern everything. So we're not going to avoid it. But I think somewhere, somehow, we can't take a step back, but we think we need some more we need some more technocrats in our system, some more logisticians in the system. We know the JDF have some, but like more like this is some more central point, some more central zone, some more like some places maybe in a center when I was destroyed, Mandeville, stuff like that. Like the JDF are load up them place there and make them place with distribution points.
All right, before I
Um,
jump to Leicester, let me go straight to exactly what I'm asking you. A first
okay.
term MP has decided to defy the government's she call it dick what the term she used? have something to do with dictatorship. I don't remember the word no she use right now.
I think she said she have
Um,
to decide whether she going to keep listen to them or disobey or something or be defiant or something like that.
right to there, and she used one word where basically I say a dictatorship them I do. Can
Mm.
play back if you want. But what message is that saying? Again, a first time NP decide that I am saying screw you to the government. I'm going to do my own thing. And here's why I have issues with it.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, during the pandemic, it was a similar situation. It was a crisis. We had seafarers and they couldn't come in because the government had to close borders. So we couldn't let in what we don't know what we were letting in or who we were letting in and all of these things. PMP came out and them said, listen, find the money, spend it, bring in the people them if you need to put them up in a hotel, do all of that. And then we heard the same PNP who were bawling and hammering that the prime minister is wicked and him whatever kind left with own a countryman out there and thing. After that, they were calling on the auditor general to say, listen, do some work because we sure say some money and whatever. And then even the auditor general come out and say, yeah, them, the Ministry of Health did not follow procurement guidelines and yada 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 whatever. Which even that they did not say the government pilferage no money nor nothing, but PMP ran with that too. So I'm saying, isn't this setting up the government for an MP to say, although the government say don't go and contract no private people for do nothing? You understand? Wait until we get things right put in place. But she gotta do that. Who is going to tell me now that the bill that she submit to government to pay these private contractor won't be padded or just fake? Some straw man them say boy John Brown did have one baku and him clean 3 days what a thing. And that is going to work before I bring in Lester.
Yeah, I think I think as much as I can tell straight up, I tell my father before I come on on the show.
Hmm.
I say some people will get rich out of this thing, right? Some unfortunately some people will get rich, but at the end of the day, people marooned, people marooned in a certain places, and you have to get access to them and
Thank you very much, B. The term was dictate. She
dictate.
said, why
Okay.
should she's gonna be defiant to the government's dictate. So she's calling Andrew Owens a dictator. Sorry for cutting you off, Akeem.
Yeah. So to be honest, I don't know if she can, in good conscience, wait. Kind of rough. If I tell some people in maroon and I have no access, or people need to go to hospital and all of that stuff, really know the condition in certain areas. So I think you really have to make some decisions. Um, and that's what I'm saying. The system have, I don't know. I don't know.
So
The
okay,
bureaucracy of government.
let's do this then, because I think what she's saying, any other MP who is faced with that same thing because they can't wait on our government officials or civil servants who they have the task, the whatever it is to be doing this clearing of roads. So even for example, private property belonging to JPS, tell you what, go ahead and get some contract and run light and everything, and then just present a bill to the government, although the government said, no, don't do that. So that is what Zalika is doing, saying people, because I think this is again, I want to hear from Lester, but the other day in Parliament, when that newbie was asking a question that was not permitted to ask based on the standing orders and whatever, and I haven't heard anybody brought this up. Now tell me something less than Akeem. If you have one backhoe and you live in one area and road one clean, you know really I go just care out on the backhoe come park up on the road and say if government not give me no money, me nah use it. Worse because the MPs was always saying the government has contracted some people and not pay them yet. So now with a hurricane coming, chances are these contractors may not do any work. You see where me I try to go with this?
Yeah, man.
Mhm. Yeah.
Them again. Them other try find an angle to paint the government bad in a crisis.
So my
Um,
quick question
it,
though, if Lester could answer this in when my answer. If you're in the position that she's in, would you try to get the roads clear and get access to the people, or you just wait and make the system work as it's supposed to work?
well, me as an MP have the responsibility for my constituency, and I can utilize the resources available to me. But just can't expect the government to go pay for it. Or I might have to pay for it out of my consolidated fund, out of my constituency development fund, or out of my pocket. you know. But my duty is to my constituents, and I'm going to utilize any resources available to me as an MP. You understand me? But I can't go say I go build the government feet.
So maybe I am jumping the gun then, because maybe she's just putting out there to say she has done this from the kindness of her heart and gotten it done. Not that she's going, and as if he's saying, yeah, everything all right. As long as, because if she do that, she will be breaching the protocol.
No,
So
I think what
should
I
I
heard.
take it Akim to say, no
No
man,
man.
we
Mm-mm.
government won't happen to foot that bill.
No. She say she hope the one of the video them where she make.
Hmm.
She said she hope the government pay pay the contractors or make the money available for pay the contractors in which she engage.
And this
Yeah,
is what
but
I'm saying.
it should
Who is
never
gonna
engage
hold? Go ahead. Go ahead, Lester. That's my thing.
the proper procedure. You can't expect the government to do it because this was
So now
sanctioned by.
to me, she is the dictator. She's now dictating to the government to say, listen, me no business what I want to say. The excuse is people did they were maroon and all of these things, and I need to get this done. So me put people to work as the member of parliament. So the government need for just what precedents are we setting?
Well, to be honest, if you're putting a real perspective, there's no precedence for an event like this of this magnitude. So
But
there's no real precedence of how to deal with
again,
to
this
deal
goes
with
to what
this.
may I say. I have seen it. I mentioned it. Was it Saturday or today? I don't remember. Darrell Vaz was opposition member of parliament, and I have seen it because, again, full disclosure, I used to do news for TVJ. Me go shoot helicopter flying Azan Richard Azan, courtesy of Darrell Vaz. I me never hear him put in no money for government, pay him back, reimburse him. One of them was, I think it was in Cornwall Barracks or one of them place there. And another breakaway was up by New Road. Remember them two places there. And Darrell Vaz flew in, it was a blue and white helicopter, not a JDF helicopter. As member of parliament in that time, Portia did in power. So he was opposition. So if this is what I'm saying, it's a dangerous precedence she's setting.
Well,
If
DP,
every MP do the same thing, if every councillor do the same thing to say, guess what? There is protocol. We're just going to breach it because we're not going to follow the dictates of the government and do what we want to do. You cannot turn around and ask the government to pay a bill. That's my point.
yeah. But again, so you say so in your view then she should have waited until the government
I can't even tell her that.
procedures.
What I'm saying is, if she, let me tell you one, I can't put my neck on the block. Road and more get wholly past stuff done. And government don't know nothing about no bill. Am I lying?
No.
No.
So, if you're telling me that as an MP, and again, maybe this is a message, and maybe I'm going to be playing politics at this point. Maybe this is a message to those people who voted out JLP for PNP. I said this right on this show, and even Blaze, I mean, I know him, they know, tell me, say, oh, the scenario don't me I use, me can't use that cause whatever. Me believe it. It better when you go, when your MP parties in government. Because this is telling me now, nothing will be done in Zelika's constituency if the government is not footing the bill. If something like an emergency, and I asked both of you a while ago, would you have your chainsaw or your machete? And because the MP don't come to you and say, me I go pay you for cut down that tree there where they're right in front of your yard, the tree now go get cut down or move? That means she's not a leader. That means she's proven that she's not a good MP. Because everything that will be done in our constituency, if the government said do not do this, he's going to go ahead and do it and say screw you and then send the government a bill.
Well, at the end of the day, if we have to guilt the government in a paying this bill, them are going to pay the bill.
Any amount it is. So
she saved if she has saved life.
There must be some kind of thing to say, well, if you have got cut one chain in a road or if you have got too much chip or whatever, all of them something that we don't know the arrangement to what she had or arrangement with the people them.
Well, I don't know if NAA have set rates and stuff.
They must. If you don't have
No, no.
set rates, then a foolishness.
But
Cannot
NWA,
Similar.
NWA have guidelines and the Ministry of Finance have guidelines. And Nesta don't go to work like that. You understand me? Nesta will tell her straight up, say, listen, you breach the government protocols. You understand me? We never sanctioned this. These contractors weren't sanctioned by the NWA. You understand me? You should have waited until we come because we have our people them to do the job, right? So
You can't, that irresponsible though.
How is that irresponsible, Akeem?
DP, you can't tell me say if your mother maroon now and place again, tell me say if you wait on government. A madness that you not tell
Yeah,
me.
but I would need to do that. That is the point I'm saying.
When if you can't get to her, who can clear
If
it?
my mother is maroon, and as may I say, right now it sounds like we're not talking about Jamaicans.
DP, if you have a one way in one way out area, or you have an area where you can't get to.
Me know I said now you're gone into your you
No,
put on your political cap.
me put on sent no only for put on a human hat and put on a family in a position and
But
tell
that's
me so only
exactly my
get
point.
wait
Hold
for
on,
something for gas.
let me tell you, so, Akeem. If I was the member of parliament down there, so, and just like you explained, the oldest woman in the community need figure hospital, and a man have a back one him go tell me say MP, if you don't pay me or contract me some way if you think me not do it, me will even go out of that the place there if me need and bring in whatever for make it happen. And that man would never get another cent from me as an MP. So call it victimization.
So at the
If
end
we're
of the
in
day,
such a crisis, and people stand up, juke up the MP and say, if you no contract with to do this, it nah get done. That means those people aren't human. So the same question we are trying to pose to me now and I say, what if my mother is in a position and need? That is what I'm saying. That means
so
them
simple.
people in
She
them constituency are
engaged,
not
as I
hard.
said, she said she not have no choice more than to engage them. And I think she just said, look, I think, to be honest, I think she just say, hey, me have to do. Whatever consequence come afterwards, make we deal with that afterwards.
No, there's no consequence. She's dictating that the government must pay her bill. And you just said it a while ago too.
I said, she said she
Even
hope.
we need to
She
shame
said
the
she
government
hope.
into paying.
And to be honest, I best thing that to do because JLP is a social media government. So all it take, after for Twitter say JLP for pay that and that get paid.
So in essence, just like I'm asking, and I want to hear Akeem. I'm not Akeem. Me hate when Lester say
hold on there. Wait a second. Are they take for Twitter do what?
All it take off Twitter is rile up and support just and say the government for pay the bill and the bill pay.
That's not gonna happen, sir.
Yes, sir, what?
That's not gonna happen.
How much you want to put money?
You're gonna make sure say me use all of my resources and influence.
How much you want to put money?
Me say, you're gonna make sure say
Hold on, Lester. So you're telling me, Akeem, come here to try to ask this a while ago. Whatever the bill that Zelika just presents to the government, it must be paid.
It will be paid.
No, man. And that may ask you.
May I answer? You can't tell me if you answer how you want me
no,
answer.
No, I answer. May I answer?
May I give me answer? Me say it will be paid.
Any amount.
I may bet anything upon that.
No, any amount.
Whatever the bill sending, whenever she's sending that bill I will get paid.
Hold on. So should we carry out an audit or no?
Carry out any audit, me say. No, man. I believe if we get value for money, I don't believe so they for rip off the government. I'm hoping good conscience and to hope to God that an honest and fair bill is sent in after the work done. I don't believe in a price gouging. I don't believe in none of that stuff. I believe said things fit, the contractor must finish, sending in bill, just sending the bill. I believe say for pay.
DP, they're mad. The government declared the country as a natural disaster. So even that, me not even touch that. Come in here say, Dr. Dayton Campbell is asking the government to declare Westmoreland.
Yeah, I'm confused by that.
Anyway, let me continue. So the government is the only one that can do all the work and not the municipal councillor. That's what killing them. No money for them. No, as me say, Akeem say is not a. More hear you, Lester, because you just quiet. Talk. Let me read them comments here. Lester?
Look here, though. Again, you see the mindset of Akeem and the attitude of Akeem, this is what the PNP them have. And if you like say at them, own Jamaica and them can dictate what happens with government resources. But I'm going to tell you, Aki, you're out your surprise. You understand me? You know right that way there. And
Yeah.
you can't have chaos. You can't have everybody do their own thing. And that is what we see. Dayton them a do, Mark them a do, Ian them a do, and Jess a do. You know, and it does all cause confusion. We
And let
need
me add to that. I believe that if any NP, any councillor, whatever, put people upon work and then make the government pay, that minister need to lose him job. And if Andrew only come out, because the term you used a while ago is very dangerous in Hakim, you say even if it needs to mean to shame the government into paying the bill, they should. Because what that is saying,
social media government tell say will be paid, man. I'm not argue with it. Me done say my piece.
all right, let me try to get some comments in from TikTok, because I have my peeps over there. Big up on yourself. This says St. Elizabeth was first mentioned, first shown, and first visited by the PM. That's the problem. Straight me G. And nobody talking about Montego Bay. These are comments coming in on TikTok. McCoy say, stop, people have to beg Andrew to go to Westmoreland. And then the original saying, them start it. And then another comment here say, go name out the last part of your own. I don't know what that means. Makai said that's a lie because the PM went. So like I'm saying, up to, I have more comments, let me read them. And let me try to read before so I don't read what I'm not supposed to. All right. No, I'm going to read them. This one says, all labor right SYM. You're contributing to the downfall and destruction happening to our country. Okay, so Andrew only send the earthquake, the hurricane, and because we support him, then me cause it. Okay. It's clear that the PMP are playing politics, to be honest. And these are comments coming from TikTok. Very true. PNP playing politics. Makai, stop people after. Okay, that's the same one I read. Another comment here saying from Zara, the second trip was JDF. All right, so this was related to what Lester was saying, and we did clarify that. Yes, the second trip, JDF. Yeah, man, that is true. That's from Captain. Keep your comments coming. This one, trust me, it's really a lot. Was denied the helicopter the first time he had, and that's the rumor that he was denied.
Mark, come on, come down and say and get denied helicopter, people. I want to get this denied helicopter from.
Somebody just said that on TikTok.
No,
That
no,
was,
understand. No, no, yeah, read, but me just can't get them understanding.
yeah,
Like,
because what me I say is again, and this is what Cliff alluded to today. I believe me not gonna sit here and pretend say JLP, have some form of propaganda stuff for them say from time to time or whatever. But I think PMP is doing it more. They're out doing, and I am saying again, talking about partnership and leadership. If Mark was not denied an helicopter and him people them a say it, me think say him need to address that. Him can't just left it and say, well, whatever, me not care, whatever and stuff,
you know,
because
sometimes you hear that so loud. You see, sometimes if you fly, if you shoot off every barking dog.
Hold on. Akim, is it true that Black River is a strong PMP town? Somebody said that on TikTok. But Black River is a strong PMP town. Yeah. KC Dillon Enterprise, good night again. One Love PMP trying to make it seems, but intelligent people will find it annoying. One Love said they are educated but not intelligent. Could you give me more info on Jara? Jara. How is he heartless? I would see my back. I would use my backhoe. That should be one I want to clean, but me nah. I am no private smarty if do it. Even in this disaster, the PMP them still spreading lies. Yeah. Even in So you're saying, Akim, you not see nobody really push this helicopter something?
That's nobody of importance or worth answering.
Oh, Me like what you said a while ago. So I need to take a page out of your book. So all of the PMP, them when me post my thing, I jump out and about stop being political.
DP, you know, so sometimes when I see a post on something, I can't have a look on it. Can you give everybody attention?
So yes, if you stop replying, but people want that. It stroke their egos. You don't know that?
You're lucky you have time to give them, you have to give them
No,
the
man. No.
attention.
So, all right. So let me be true. It's all about the algorithms. Because if somebody can tell me SYM and then me say back something to them and they say it kind of boosts the algorithms, right? You know that?
But some of them are worth. Some of them not
No,
worth it.
no. That is and again, I'm glad you said that because this is what I've been championing from Saturday. When the first person came out and said Andrew Holness have 28 bank accounts, you think if Andrew did come out and put it to bed to rest, would people still would be calling him 28 bank account?
Yeah.
No, because our rumor go is once you kill it, then is when you leave it to continue and just go on and the seed is planted and then it germinates. And then when you're trying to pull it back, Lester sent me a TikTok live Saturday morning. And that was the discussion. The labor rights were saying, we need to nip the lies and the rumors in the bud, nip it in the bud. Another one, and I was going to play it, but me just say it. And again, me like give people them flowers. People were on Shaka Fame show Saturday saying Daryl Vaz are wicked because he made them start charge for drive on the toll. And Shaka said, no, I was on the toll yesterday. We went to about 3 and we didn't have to pay. So me I say, Akeem, there's a danger when people tell lies, spread rumors, and you just left them because one person that you would consider to be insignificant. Somebody see that post, and me tell the story over and over. There's a lady that she used to watch my show. She was a big supporter. And she told me that Dr. Tufton is a wicked because him take where they hustling from whosoever did have the funeral home to get dead from KPH and Jubilee. And I said to her, no, miss, me just hear that and that no make no sense to me. What is the truth? It's just mostly last week or 2 weeks ago, and this was from in the pandemic. Tufton put out video saying stuff in always say make him just leave it, whatever. And he mentioned it. There were people saying the Minister of Health have dead house where I'd get dead from KPH and Jubilee. And a lot of times I believe you, Akeem, because me not hear dating with certain things. Me not hear the only lie me know about is Ian Hills. Everybody know that. Remember all with the black tank them when you go up on the people in private property, go talk about MP I give people private. Yeah. So me know say Ian Hills.
And PMP did win Black River Division.
And
well, it's a question. But...
Oh no. Yes, somebody did say a Black River place. So that him allude to.
Yeah, it just about and winning by about 100 vote. 2020
so me I say Ian Hills are the only person when me definitely know is economical with the truth. But me not hear Mark come out and say something. Is always, as you said a while ago, some insignificant people start a lie and then what happen after that. I believe the JLP have this thing about them, Lester, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Just like what Akeem said, no man, one little idiot said that. Man couldn't pay it no mind. Until it gained wings. And then what happen after that?
I'm telling you, that happened in the 80s with Edward Seaga and the Gleaner Company, and people were writing to the Gleaner, people were calling to hotline and them thing there. Edward Seaga, when his ministers they must say you have to tackle that. I said, no man, Jamaican people know better, man. They don't have a foolishness.
They're more educated. They won't fall for it. And what happened after 88 election and him turn on Jamaica, them vote him out the February.
No. 86 local government election, we were wiped out. We don't win one seat in a local government election.
Local 86. So if he's saying, why didn't she ask the very powerful question? And I was asking Akeem and he never answer. So if Zelika decide that she can wait on JPS to come run back the light, she could just contract some electrician and set up a light and build the government.
Things where, as me say, you can't conflict the issues. Things were definitely.
I'm asking questions. Because as V's asking why she never asked the
things, she said she reached out to the government. She said she asked, DP, come on now, ho, Pop God Greener, me and Dave, which part with it? And we get no whole chili.
So I can't lie, she tell them.
And again, if me not hear nobody come out and say a lie, she tell, hey. But certain things where light not necessarily affect life being lost or the risk of life being lost immediately. So I think maybe the focus have to be she have to preserve life.
You disagree with this comment on the screen?
The citizens should play their role so relief can reach them. They also need to play their part. And I think everybody's playing their part, Jamaica. I don't think people are sitting down there not playing their part. And we need to get out of the mindset that, especially when we're there, which power day, we when we think we're supposed to sit down and things that the people not do, they're not doing for help themselves. Some of the road them block.
Me think I conflate because we're still talking about what Miss Jess says. Miss
No,
Jess
me
says,
respond to Jamaica. Ask me if me
I,
agree with him. Say
but
them to
that
play
are
them
the
part.
comment where they must say that is the comment to say
But I'm
the
saying,
citizens should clean them roads so aid can come to
yeah,
them.
but people,
A NP shouldn't have to come and say me have to put some private people for clear road.
yeah, but then I must have backward DP. The people are poor
But
people and things that
what
people are like
how road used to clean before Baku?
say
Which
things
people
that
are
people
poor
can
people? Hold on. Which people are poor people?
say things the people them have money.
No, I'm asking you. Why you
The
can't answer?
same the people the same people in the rural areas where they say marooned.
So how you know the status of the people and money?
Well, when we look on them,
They're saying that
forgive me for
no,
judging them by the
Lester,
structure.
no
Lester, you
Forgive me
know
for
that
judge.
PMP thing that the
no.
first thing them
You're
do is
saying that no.
Forgive me for judge. Forgive me for judging based on the structure of the properties when we see.
Akeem, listen now, listen. Are you
Preach.
saying that in a just constituency there is no backward at all?
Me never said that.
Then what you say there?
No, but hold on, Lester, the question they were asked is relevant, you know why? Because of them shiggy work. I don't know, but remember the road them blocks. I don't know outside people shiggy work. Are the same people them were there in the shiggy work. So obviously, backward did they?
I've
And that is
seen
that is why I'm disgruntled, Akeem. Because I am saying, and I ask you, what is the precedence being set? And you said there is none, and I'm saying yes, there is.
if run a Falkland back block, who run a Falkland back have tractor for clear out?
I don't know why I just itemize
No,
Falkland.
my itemize because you're familiar with Falkland.
So this is what I know. St. Elizabeth is a farming
So you see again,
parish.
you see you
So
really
they have
move.
tractors and they have whole heap of
But
something and they have money. So this
some
thing where
people
PMP love
going
jump
wait.
and talk about poor people, poor people. Me sure it's not a poor contractor she employed.
Again, for sure not. But me say when you look on the structure of some of the homes, when you look on aerial shots of some of the homes are destroyed, me not think that people are rich people. A bako, me pay a bako, when a bako come to work for me, I pay about 12, 13, $14,000 an hour plus buy gas.
It's not JLP would pay the bill. The procurement process would be breached and the PS will not pay it.
All right, Valentina, me not say not me state my point. Me told
That
me
is
already,
very
me state my point. And we're gonna see.
haphazard.
We're not going away.
No system can't run so. At the end of the day, the PNP is going to call Andrew a thief.
Word, word.
Accountability must be
People
paramount.
people
DP,
are
your
dying.
guess is talking rubbish.
People are Michael Mudax, where are you? Where are you? Most of we talk no they Jamaica. We didn't comfort
You
our
know,
bed.
I assume say Jamaica people don't watch me show, you know, because
No man, but me
YouTube
say
tell me the majority of
most of
about
it
80% of my viewers are they view from Jamaica. Not
Jamaica
just
look like it
citizen.
Jamaica they look like in they know well bundled up there somewhere icy cold. So by the end of the day, my point
So
is
you don't see this apartheid, we can't call already. Haphazard.
Haphazard.
Haphazard, yeah.
no, I just think you have to protect life first.
Yeah, but oh, cleaning road is protecting life.
DP Jesus son of Nazareth. Me say the people in maroon, I say the people in black off, he can't get to them. Nobody can get to them. A helicopter JDF used take out one of old man him yesterday.
Mm.
Because they can't access the roads.
And this is what I'm saying. So that means a lot more people are dead at the place than when I get cleared. Because I heard, let me
So that me
talk
say
about,
people are dead not
I
enough.
can't talk without mentioning Isaac. He spoke at the press conference today and he reminded Jamaica that Port Antonio is not Portland, which is true. And he said that they have been affected tremendously. There are some
Yeah,
areas.
that's
Also,
true.
somebody reminded me, I don't know what truth is, Kizzy was on my live earlier on TikTok, Lester, and she said he mentioned that he only got 1.5 million from the government. And I could swear here the minister said he gave every MP $3 million. So did he misspoke Akim and said 1.5 instead?
Most person here that talks at 1.5 them get. Some I don't know.
So
Who's the most persons?
The
Where is
people them your fellow vloggers, your fellow labor vloggers them.
no. Did any official person, let me talk about
Me not hear nobody say 3 million. Me hear 1.5
nobody.
before.
I'm
So that
asking,
me hear
no, I'm talking about political representative. Did they say that they don't get 3 million?
me hear Isa saying get 1.5. Me hear Mark say 1.5.
also the PMP people must have 1.5.
That me hear. You hear
So
the
that
liberate,
means
you hear the liberate.
they're trying
The
to say
whole round of
the
us.
minister is lying when him say every MP get 3 million.
Which minister said Desmond?
No,
Who?
Marlon. Not Marlon, Nesta.
Nesta? Yeah,
Yeah.
so maybe I lied to my tell.
Maybe I like him I tell.
No, I said maybe I lie PMP to my tell.
Oh, okay. Valin says, does Akeem realize that the permanent secretary will not sign off
Well,
on a
yeah,
bill they cannot
apart from
verify?
offending the
Let me
money, let
ask
me
a
say.
question. What if this bill cannot be verified? How we move from there? The people them just make up nice on Twitter and then Andrew say pay the bill.
100%.
Wow. This is what we really think of the Prime Minister?
As night
Just
follow
make up
day.
noise on X.
As
And when
night
it where
follow
Omar did say it, I was trying to arbitrate skill. And the articulate minority just need
What
to
did
he
Peter
never
Gill say?
recognize.
he never understand. He never
Hold on, let me tell
understand.
you something, Akeem. And send this to the PNP. The days when you make dictate, because even Dr. Wheatley should have not be removed and dragged away or no do it. The days when you dictate, because you not get it, you see this third term win, solidify Andrew. Former Prime Minister Golden did say Andrew Owens have some things where most prime minister wish they had. You understand? Him can do something. So the Andrew Owens one of the things said the articulated minority can just rile up
Yeah,
and
man.
get them whatever them want done. It never happen.
All right.
It shall not happen.
All right.
As me say, if Andrew Owens do that, that means say him
Me
need
there
to
so
be a prime
me
minister
there
no more.
me there so for see. Me not go no way.
I think Mr. Bell and Miss Jackson Miller. You want to tell me about that? Because me here say she did upset at the thing today, but me not see it. Jackson Miller talking about Westmoreland because of they know is needed to be developed for so long back of develop. Okay. Yeah, me feel like that makes sense. So you know just coming and change the vibe again. You
Did
see,
you even sip through something?
it's when the PMP them do this now. Because
Yeah.
you are going, Lester.
Jamaica send there London.
Lester,
Yeah.
you see the beat where PMP get even from PJ days where they must say, look how you have one prime minister for how much years and then I see no development. Because me hear this, me hear say the most board house that Westmoreland,
Yeah, man. It's a culture down there
and
still
the
in that.
most underdeveloped and all of them something that Westmoreland, So by shining this light now, the government supposed to restore Westmoreland and put it pan, pan top. Although them have 3 PMP MP. For them say, we do this. That's what's happening. Akeem, you're clueless. It's not Andrew paying. No permanent secretary will
All right,
pay
friend.
for an invoice they cannot verify.
All right, friend. Now I have a clue how much clock that's striking the government.
There is me don't know, you confuse me because maybe if we did that about one JLP constituency, maybe Mugra can see through it. But
see, I know the life, I know the me understand how you really want people to slow down when you hear say the people them sick, when you hear say the people them they in a water, when you hear say people in a shelter, when you hear say people in a food.
But on a fair constituency, that's why I may ask you again. See what this comment say. There is a protocol that all MP should follow, not bullying and disrespect. But Akeem don't believe that. I don't think PMP believe that.
As me say, me are all for the laws and the process
No,
and
you're
all
not.
that stuff.
You
But
say the
there are
MP them do
times, but
whatever
there
they
are
want to do and then
times,
just go up on X, go make
but there
nice.
are times when you have to preserve life first. At the end of the day, if a day is too long for some of these people, and that's one of the reasons why I wish me there Jamaica, because yes, when I get my power saw, I'm would have down there.
And send a bill to the government and they would have must
No, me
pay.
no government, me no none from government, you know.
Just go rile up
You
on
see thing about it, me no take none from government, because me no government, me no want to come call me name, so me have nothing, me get nothing from government and them something. One can cost government, one can cost liberator, one can cost Pnp in peace. So me no want government give me nothing.
The only PMP mayor you cost a Wayne Mackenzie, your councillor.
All him. But me say I start to do a good job still with cleaning up the place.
Yes, I didn't see I sat at East Portland.
Akeem, can you furnish me with photos of Isaac doing anything like that?
Ask my father if he can take some picture of me tomorrow. Hold on.
Oh yeah, as this person said this, why me never hear nobody? Me even play the clip Monday night gone. Why PMP afraid of calling the name of the hurricane? You have any clue, Akeem?
Bro, one thing search with that fine teeth come find some problem.
You remember play it for you, cause me no I'm
DP me tell me not give everybody my attention. Say I play for the Leicester and me no deal with certain football conversation.
It's not football conversation.
No, man, not football conversation, man.
No, I am saying I hear them say the storm or hurricane. They
in the storm. What difference if they calling him from not calling him? Somebody in a PMP name Melissa.
Make we hear.
Because the fact that the storm is moving so slow is one of the things that concern me. The pace that the storm is moving at makes me worried. Because when you listen to the bulletin, you know, man, the man must say 3 days out. God, we can't take it, Jesus. So me a call upon all of the prayer warrior them this morning.
So that don't make no sense there, Akeem, when they can't call the storm in name, then just say this storm.
No, sir, me not buying of them because something.
Gotcha. You have any that's anything to your Lester? Why Akeem take that
I
position?
mean, I've heard Dayton, I've heard Ian, I've heard so many of the PMP personnel only refer to it in the pronoun. Why is it that them can't say the word Melissa? I don't know. What does it bring back to them?
So I know me alone have a observation of that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kim, what does it bring back to them? The name Melissa.
No, what you talk about?
Okay.
Wow. No, me rate Akeem, you get a different level of stripe tonight.
No, for true. No, honestly,
no, man. If that's your this
no. Oh, Jamaica put in at the chat. Yeah? That's why I work with Jamaica. I mean, I work with them.
Jamaica love show them.
Yeah, no, I work with them, man. Jamaica, I work with. Okay. Think the wife did name Julian Sylvia. Melissa wife did name.
You tell us.
Yeah, go ask me RGD.
You're the ones who sacrificed her.
Yeah, I've been RGD. I sacrifice somebody.
Melissa for win the 14 seat, them, you know.
Anyways, further on in the news, so let's play some of what happened last.
Yes, Melissa Sylvia, she name.
Saturday morning.
876. When I go down there, you just send me a message and say, call me, and I will call you. All right? Mystical. That was yesterday. Yeah, man. This is Portland Spice TV. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, we invite you to subscribe, like, and share the channel. DP, don't call me on this number. DP, if you want to call me, send me a message. Call me on 876-804-7072. Yeah, man, I just see a call coming from DP. Damian Phillips, yes. We just see come up on. I don't know. But I'll take his call. So the number is 804-7072. I don't know if the call's not coming through because I see Mystical trying to call me on that number as well. Yeah, I've been receiving calls, so I don't know why they're not coming through. Yes, sir. Your instrument in the background still playing. Go ahead, my brother.
I am producer, so may I call you for?
So we are called for criticize about.
No, may I have a question. Did your president only go to Westmoreland?
No, he went to St. Elizabeth as well.
Because I'm looking at a post right now on X that says, today I visited Westmoreland to see the devastation from Hurricane Melissa and got a first-hand look at Darliston. Yeah. I not see nothing in this says St. Elizabeth.
All right, so what, you have a problem with that?
Yeah, because if we're not going to criticize the Prime Minister only go St. Elizabeth, which is a lie, because the Prime Minister has gone to Westmoreland.
The first
and
day.
And the president only go to Westmoreland, that means una play politics.
Hold on. The first day that your Prime Minister went down, where did he go to?
Me don't know, you tell me.
The first day he went to St. Elizabeth alone. Never gonna nowhere else.
So which part is supposed to go first? Westmoreland?
Hold on, man. Hold on. The Prime Minister is using my money. I don't know if you still pay tax at Jamaica. If you do, your money. I hit the Prime Minister use. What Mark Holden did yesterday was use his money. Mark Holden's money in a private helicopter.
So that is moving the goalposts.
No,
so even if
it's not moving.
Like you're qualifying to say, even if you had gone to only Westmoreland, the fact that it's private money is allowed to do that. So
of course,
the care of the country. And everybody know where in a suffer, because that is what I say in a bridging. I know everybody can call a spade a spade. But no must have no reason why.
Can you call a spade a spade?
You call them saying.
Can you call a spade a spade?
You call them saying that the Prime Minister is a liar and JDF never say whatever, blah, 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 all these things. I don't know, like I said, I don't do logistics. I don't know the reason why the Prime Minister did not go to Westmoreland. But uno know.
All right,
hold on. Saying no, it is okay because if the president of the PNP use his fund or whatever resources, him can only go Westmoreland, but him not figure nowhere else.
And I am saying to you that he also went to St. Elizabeth. I know that for a fact.
So where's the so why uno not post that?
Uno who?
Whosoever on the president.
So you also want to determine what we post?
So what may I say is, want to determine when the Prime Minister go where?
The Prime Minister is the Prime Minister for Jamaica. And the Prime Minister travels.
Glad you said that.
And the Prime Minister.
I'm not choking on that.
And the Prime Minister travels on taxpayers' money. Yesterday, Mark Golden used his money and rent a helicopter.
You said the bossy.
And him rent a helicopter, go to Westmoreland, land, pick up Dayton, pick up Ian Hills, take them on a tour, land back at Westmoreland, go to St. Elizabeth, look over St. Elizabeth. Him never land at St. Elizabeth.
You're the lies?
So you're saying go to St. Elizabeth?
Then if you fly over St. Elizabeth, you're not going to St. Elizabeth. Eh?
So that's in a basket. So let's just debate. Didn't the Prime Minister fly over Westmoreland?
The first day, no. He flew straight into St. Elizabeth. Him fly over Westmoreland must the day before yesterday, no. Him go fly over Westmoreland.
So which day
after? The first day, Wednesday, he went to St. Elizabeth. The Prime Minister.
No. I'm asking you, which day did he fly over Westmoreland?
I think it was Thursday. I think it was Thursday that he flew over Westmoreland and said they couldn't land.
But Colin, you hear what you said a while ago? First you answer me and say, yes, Mark Golden went to St. Elizabeth, and you just saw a while ago that if you fly over it, that means you go there.
And I'm saying but listen, brother, because you just call for talk, you not call for listen. So just listen now. The first day Andrew Holness got St. Elizabeth alone. He never fly over Westmoreland. He go St. Elizabeth alone and go back at town. People start talk Thursday, him go fly over Westmoreland and I think Trelawney. Never land at Westmoreland. I don't remember if him did land at Trelawney. I don't remember. I don't say him never land at Trelawney. I don't remember. But I know him never land at Westmoreland. Yeah? And I am saying Westmoreland is so near to St. Elizabeth. And the first day him never go west. Huh? Oh. So, let me tell you something. You see, one of the problems I have always had with UDP is that you always tell people that you're neutral and all of that kind of stuff there. And that's my major problem with you. You're a GLP operative, and the day you accept that is the day I can accept your discussions. Until you accept that you're a GLP, you're a labor right more than Andrew Holness, and you advocate for the Labour Party, then we can understand you. Because all of your other attributes that a Labour right must have, you have them. You lie, you spread your own narrative, and therefore, me not going to accept your argument until you accept that you're a Labour right.
Blazer, the man.
Him gone?
No, you say listen to me and listen, boss. That's
Yeah,
the
man.
that you don't bless with. You say listen to me and listen.
I accept the things that I have been blessed with. And God continue to bless me and me accept it. Even when people try to tear me down with lies and their own misconceived narratives. And that's why I thank God every day for the kind of skin when Him give me. Thick like crocodile skin. You know? Go ahead and talk.
Yeah, so as I said a while ago, I'm glad what you said because it's on record that you said the fact that the Mark Golden used private resources. Him could have go wherever I want to go, whenever I want to go. You also said that he went to St. Elizabeth and then you clarified and said, no, he did not land in St. Elizabeth. He flew over. However, the fact that you flew over a place that means you go. And I'm telling you that the Prime Minister did fly over Westmoreland the same day he went and landed in St. Elizabeth. So argument on us say him and tell lies.
So why I'm go back go fly over it Thursday? Why? So why I'm go back fly over it Thursday? If him did fly over it Wednesday.
So you see, you ask me question when me can't answer, sir.
Then if
the Prime Minister's head.
Then me just assure you say.
I am just pointing out that from me listen radio till now, me hear the argument is the Prime Minister him no fly us, him no going to St. Westmoreland.
He did not fly over Westmoreland on the first day. You're a liar.
We're not playing if we're not
did
playing
not
politics.
Fly over Westmoreland on the first day.
The fact that I want Mikhail, if you ask a question, you know.
Let me ask you one question before. Let me ask you one question before. Why is it that no opposition MP is on any of the committees that have been formed to deal with hurricane relief? Why?
Name the member of the committee for me.
Question, answer question. Answer my question first and then I'll answer yours.
Me never ask a question, me ask for information, me ask for.
So isn't that a question? Name the member. You said name the members. Also, you don't know what a question is anymore.
I'm asking for.
That's a question.
Asking
DP.
for information.
You have a show. Use your DP. Use your platform. You have a show. Use your platform.
This morning we started off and
you know.
We focus on the most important things right now. And you have DP to call and spoil the show.
No, DP can't spoil the show. Me get to tell DP to him face him is a liar. And that's what I wanted to tell him.
You never tell him that before?
Eh? Viewers, I'm telling you this. The first day Andrew Holness go down there, him go West St. Elizabeth. Never go Westmoreland. The other day him go back go fly over Westmoreland and Trelawney. Morning, caller.
Yeah, so sorry to put you guys through that.
No, man, listen every Saturday morning. Call him Saturday morning again.
No, man, you're not gonna take my call, man.
No, man, I'm call him from my phone.
All right, so you're gonna treat no.
Get him with 3-way.
No, but let's start. Who come out as the liar in this?
But look here, when opposition do something and the government do the same thing, is different.
Yes. So Mark Golden, and I see the person who said it earlier that I've flown over Cuba several times. Wait, see it here. Me fly over Cuba if I come to England. Can't remember one stopping there, but lol. So I go Cuba calling. Yeah, and him called me one idiot and all of the adjectives. As you were saying, Lester, sorry for cutting you off.
Yeah, it's just politics. But I know how even me not understand. How would Colin know say him the fly over Westmoreland?
But he did.
How?
It did, and then they assess it, and that's his reason why I never land. But even that, them a tell lie. And people said it. He flew. Somebody commented on Shaka Show and said the Prime Minister landed in St. Elizabeth and he flew over Westmoreland to go to St. James, the same day. And him said, no, not no go so. Up to Saturday morning, Mr. Bell was lying and deceiving his audience and saying the Prime Minister still have not gone to Westmoreland. And the day that he accused the Prime Minister of flying over Westmoreland, the Prime Minister landed in Westmoreland. There are videos, countless videos. But again, this is what I'm saying.
Because I remember in the night when him a walk underneath the tree them so Westmoreland in there and him say him could go Sandy Bay now. He might try to go Sandy Bay. You understand me? But I mean,
But yeah, it got worse.
along to me the
After
Shaka
on the team, we play the rest of them because he got
I two
so
friend
right.
them. I have none this more than listen to my laugh.
He got so. Where's Alaga Lester?
along to the Shaka PMC so you understand?
No, I hear some more. No, listen with me.
Two friend them.
Jamaicans. He is the Prime Minister for Jamaicans, not
Of
DLP
course.
only.
Of course.
And he's showing it up. Anybody with sense. I am living in the United States for more than 30 years. I am not a politician. I am a Jamaican. And people with sense can tell anybody in the world the Prime Minister is showing up himself like a politician only care about one set of people.
But hold on. But to date, hold on, caller. To date, the Prime Minister has not landed in Westmoreland. To date, the Prime Minister has not touched the ground. Idiot DP.
This is Saturday, November 1.
The Prime Minister not touched the ground at Westmoreland. See? Me go Westmoreland, boy. The producer go Westmoreland, boy. Why you not fly down and come help some people, boy?
It's still costing.
Don't come, sure.
Invex.
You're a youth where.
All I have done was
Rihanna and Kanye West other things. All I have done for you, DP, is try to help you. And I've seen you trying to tear me down. I was being warned. I'm going to call a name this morning. President, I'm on my respect. President Fitzroy. A long time Fitzroy tell me, say, Colin, you see that you DP is not your friend. Not your friend.
It gets better. There's a woman that wants to tear me down on his show.
You know how long this lady want me carry around on the program to make people know who you be. And I keep telling her I'm not going to put her on to destroy you. And I still now go put her on to destroy you, DP. But leave me alone. Now I'll show you 2 examples. You see, Anne-Marie Baz is no longer a member of parliament in East Portland because she trouble me. I'm not going to tell you about the next man. I'm not going to tell you about him because I'm not going to take it to that level there. But may I tell you, clean up your heart and come.
Shaka is telling somebody to clean up the heart. Him sound hurt though.
Yeah, man, it's on you're vexed, man. I don't know weird. I don't know weird women, that man in there, man. Mash up man show. You never take your back a call for true. You never take back a call.
So you only play politics.
But you may ask the youth, why the opposition member not the planet and ask me, who are the members?
I watch
this one. Is this one?
The Prime Minister not setting foot on the ground in St. Elizabeth. Who you, man? Who you are defend? I know the people of Jamaica you are defend. You defend Labour Party, brother. We defend the people of the Jamaica. It's the people we defend. And if when we defend the people, it's falling at the benefit of the PNP, that's all right. Hold on the caller, producer.
Yeah.
Hold on there.
All right. Every time DP call you,
Hold on.
You always say you want to ask him some questions, right? And you keep asking DP about the government and the GLP. DP seems as if you have any knowledge at all about anything like that. DP have a show. And DP, you never see DP interview a councillor, a MP, a minister, nobody at all. DP used his show to try and tear down Shaka FM and Boston Beat. And then he used Portland Spice TV to try and tear down PNP. So it's just a waste of time. You just allow him to interrupt the show at all times.
My apologies. Go ahead, Carla.
Get Natalie mad too.
Yeah, well,
Final.
And
yeah,
we
man.
were leaving work the day, and I was listening to 6 o'clock
We
news.
never play that. But anyway, it was a call at the last clip where he was saying that Andrew sold out and they're running experiment and thing, and Shaka was agreeing with it. And I mean, I say, we can't allow these things to just go and
Yeah,
then
that irresponsible. If him
yeah,
really
man, that was
make
the
them
last clip. I'm
fly
going to
that.
load these on YouTube. I was listening to it and me I said, but hold on. Him kick me off, I'm sure him say all of these things. And I was just laughing for the entire day. And I'm like, me rile up the man and something come to me because he made mention of a woman that want to call his show to tear him down. And people, it's out of respect I don't say certain things about Colin Bell. And you hear people say, your friend know your secret. Maybe he have some secret for me, but me have for him too.
Yeah, we're
So
not going to let them draw it. We're not going to we're not going to
he
let them
don't
draw the
need no
DP.
one to call him show
Yeah, we're
and
not.
say whatever and stuff.
As me say, low Colin.
But no, you see, I hypocrite in the car. You just me for call him Saturday morning and know you ask me for low.
Yeah, but sometimes me just want. You see, if we not go at it, want to go at it like I want to go at it pan the politics stuff. But we don't know too much about each other for go at it further. So low, me don't want to hear my talk about no. I'm going to tell him straight up to your face if man him there a relationship. Like, nobody don't want to hear no woman call if we bring no nobody, brother.
Me feel like call him back Saturday morning still.
Yeah, me believe so too. I went there Saturday morning. I log into Spotlight Spice TV. Me sorry.
We are going to
Me not sleep.
So you're not nothing for Celeste more here from you.
Nobody don't forget no young Colin business. We all for just sit down, listen, and laugh.
I hear
Because a young shock of that.
Me not see why you get riled up so. It's a simple conversation.
A friend nameless, our friendship we gone. We're so on sweet sometimes.
No, it's all right. So what happened is, and as you say, it's politics. If somebody saying seems as if he's the MP and not ISAC. Like, I'm the only person that told him straight up, say, Bregin, people around you afraid to tell you this. You will never become a councillor and MP. Me tell him this before the election, the local government election last year, February. And me tell him to say, bro, you're just a space holder. PMP is not going to run you. So those are the things now him consider say, me I did one straight line in him circle. Because this is what I know. There's a quote that say, when monkey get attention in dance. So because him have him 7,000 subscribers and me only have 1,800, you see people that's why I no more subscribe to my channel. Like I didn't something I'm a boss about. And I keep now want me say it, but I me tell Shaka friend in that styles, me tell him, me say your show is the most whatever show you need to start your YouTube channel. And I know 2023, I miss start him channel, I miss him the list of stuff for buy. So him and him people I'm a walk around and my baby mother them a talk about oh me grudge him. Me no grudge Shaka for nothing. One person from Portland say me nah no house. And me say, okay, cool, fine. Because I don't live my life on social media. So
live a life for media, man.
I'm not going to go and show, oh, this is my house and this is my car. And no.
People they told them a good friend, still have friend. They love them one. Yeah. I like two brother where they can't get along.
You did hear the clip when he called me stink?
Brother, I want to call everybody call me. Let me see a call on Facebook. Shitty famous like that.
No, this me don't know me that thing today. Shitty shame.
Shitty shame. If there's a truck, that you buy something there's a truck. Two brethren that were
God is going to beat you. Say, beg your talk there. Can I call you, sir? Yes, the number to call. Instagram do this or a TikTok. When you put up your number, then block it.
So DP the people I forget the people myself for send some aid to Jamaica in a way.
Speaking of that, I look like a dry me out. So Shaka is one of them saying, and me want to ask you this on a serious note now, Akeem. Why come across like there is a sabotage from the PMP towards supportjamaica.gov.jm?
I don't think there's any sabotage, but to be honest, like, and them start me argue with some people on Twitter with this on X. that they must say like everything to go through the government channel. And while I suggest people donate to the government channel, you have people who don't trust the government, and we're not growing that. Irrespective of which party in the power, we have people who don't trust the government. And as such, it's like me, man, I send them to Pnp either. So, um, as a result, I think you must have multiple. If we can find ways to verify these people, and if we know people, if we know, we have a friend, or we know a friend, we do something, and we can support them cause, or we support the cause them. And I just think that is it. That you have to have multiple streams for get through to people. And while the government, most time the government want to have to go through some procurement and some guidelines. In most cases. So and again, you don't want to restrict certain people where don't want to send to go get the government, and because we don't want to send go get the government, we don't get the aid to somebody. So to me, if PMP can set up something and them get them PMP supporters to give, and
And JLP
that
set up and get them JLP
no,
support.
and 100%, me support that. If you
I
can,
can't support that.
no,
I
me go
believe,
support
and
that.
let me bring in Lester, but I believe that there's one government at
So
a time
so hold on, So who manages those resources when it comes to the PNP
and
charity?
accountability.
How do we how do we know that them say a 30 million them get and them spend all 30 million on the people of the
Well, I just
country?
like
How
from for me in that case, it's just like all of the other people who do this charity thing.
Which I think is wrong.
Oftentimes they're going to be in a good faith.
Which is wrong, because even this, and this is being serious, I'm not being facetious.
Mhm.
Shaka was saying, don't support the government, whatever, and thing.
And that's
And
wrong.
he
And that's wrong.
and he was saying that his cash app is on his page, and he went down to St. Elizabeth Thursday, and him and him woman a go back, cause I'm about producer my back foot. I go back Thursday, I come again. And if you want contribute or send money, Shaka drive a Prado. Me sure I know him own a personal money, full data gas guy Westmoreland. And Thursday when he's going again, he's not. Who is going to hold him accountable and say, show me the book, show me the receipts of who send your cash app money and how you spend the money? But they're going to do it to the government. So why
Yeah,
are you
that
agreeing with that,
irresponsible.
Akeem?
That irresponsible.
Why are you agreeing with that to say people should send to the PMP or whatever? Because what happen is, after all of this, the same PMP them going say, where the millions they will come to Jamaica, because then you're going to have the same supporters or sycophants of the PNP, whether are New Zealand or Africa or Europe or whatever, say, me send to Jamaica. Them now go differentiate it then, and say, I did not send it to support Jamaica.gov.jm. They're going to say they contributed to the relief and how much billions and whatever came into Jamaica. And now it's going to
Yeah,
be
but
the
that's
burden on the
but that going to be
government to prove what money spent.
yeah, but DP that's going to be mischief making, and at the end of
Which
the day,
PMP is
if
good
you
at
can grow,
pulling.
I don't know if you can go around that, but at the end of the day, it's like me look at me say like Andre Stevens, I do theme thing. Me say, some of the people share random people upon the Instagram and stuff. I do them thing. Romish, I do something massive too, and stuff like that. Nino and them from Sans and stuff. I do their thing and stuff. So again, people have them people in support, and again, everybody now got support the government. It's a reason why PMP maybe
But
get some.
isn't it hypocritical for Mark Golden to be saying, let's do this bipartisan and whatever, but then their PMP operatives saying, let's sabotage the government, do not send to support
Who?
Jamaica.gov.j.
But you see, at the end of the day, it very cautious when you say PMP operatives and stuff, because people operate on a frolic of them own. I mean, I think Shaka have no role or responsibility to speak on behalf of the party, and as such, I think because it's like Anne Marie. Anne Marie set up for her Anne Marie Foundation. Did they know when she request donation and stuff like that? So Daryl Vaz and Theme Kids them I do them thing and stuff like that. And as me say, if you have the ability to garner some support and get some support. Like me personally, me not send no money go get support no Jamaica nothing. That
Why not?
gov nothing. Come not trust the government, brother.
Why you not trust the government?
Because me not trust them. Come think them a thief.
Let's deal with that, Akeem.
Okay.
So if I send, which I've done that, I personally, and even yesterday, one of my neighbor came over and he's like, "Yeah, you send me the link, but can you help me do it?" And he gave me his phone and his credit card to send via supportjamaica.gov. I keep on saying this running up to the election. When PNP talk bad about the government or entities and saying they're thieves, sorry, are we saying that our civil servants are thief? Because I am sure that
Yeah, man. Some of them dangerous, man.
Andrew Ownless have no direct contact with Support Jamaica.
Some of
Whatever.
them dangerous, man. Some
So
of them
you're
may not
saying
get value for money.
no,
Tells
but
us some people could get rich out of this.
Here's the question may I ask. When you no bash and talk all kind of manner of evil about our civil servants in the name of trying to make Andrew look bad, you don't really think that's a good look? I don't care.
Again, you assume say me I try at the end of the day, me not go put me mouth ground and talk. I'm tell you say that's one of the reasons why I make sure say me very careful. I don't want nothing from government. So I can talk my mind and I can call something home if you feel to call it without fear of losing a contract, fear of not getting support. I have seen and I have known same civil servants some of the stuff them do. And as I said, many people will get rich out of this process, and so be it. I want to say the system. But if I can think, if me finding myself say a brethren call me and say, "Yo, Akeem, may I go down to Westmoreland and me go down there with what me have, and me give everything, even the water what me have for myself. When me that go drink for me, when me take for drink for myself, me give it away and stop at ambulance and beg the ambulance and water to me thirsty. Every dollar in my pocket, me give it away. And him say me I go back down in 2 weeks. If you can help me, if you have no support, that would have good. I may have some people we've been asking for say they want for support. I'm just kind of to be honest, me I wait for the right person for throw me support behind. Because I want to get directly to the people them. And me like grassroots, me personally like grassroots initiatives.
Akeem, you're saying that if persons donate to the government site, that the help will not
Me
get to the
never say
people
that.
then?
Me say which part me choose my vehicle when me Akeem choose to spend my money. Me and nobody no work for it. So me choose which one me want to spend mine. I encourage people support Jamaica.gov. I've shared it. Do that. But for me and myself and my house, we will choose grassroots initiatives to support.
And so you would agree with me then when I say when PMP talk about unifying and bipartisan, they don't really mean it because
Me can't speak for PMP. May I
that's
speak for
division
Akeem?
and being
May I speak for
divisive. If we're saying, well, here, me not tell you say don't whatever but
DP?
me and
I
me
have
nah go.
DP. Me have too much knowledge of the system. For when me indulge in it, I'm going to feel like me get value for money. I work very hard for my money, and me just not like government procurement system, and that was straight up how it is, and me just
But
don't like
it's
it.
very interesting that you don't like the government procurement system. However, you agree with Miss Jess to just do
Because you have to
work and
protect.
make
Because
the
you have to
government do it.
protect life. You have to protect life.
But you don't find that ironic?
You have to protect life.
You don't find that ironic?
That more to protect life.
No, that you're supporting her.
I want to protect life.
So anything she said, we go with it. And so trust me, Akeem, I think you're balanced for the most part. But I think if this discussion,
No, the thing is,
if this discussion was about a JLP MP saying, listen, the government said don't contract nobody, but me I protect life. So me feel like you would have said no, then can't do that
you
because there's a wrong
can't
and a
tell
right
me
way to
say
do everything.
Dallery come out and tell me say smarty up in the hills where need help. If my auntie will live at Trelawney, did round there, and Dallery said she couldn't send something go clear the road for ambulance go and go pick up my auntie. But I don't know what she could have tell me say. So at the end of the day, life over anything else, everything else afterwards we start the hierarchy and all of that coming down, and constitution and everything else in our life.
But me say if it was another somebody from
And
the
as me
other
say, you
side.
can feel any way you want to feel. Your feelings.
What you think, Lester? You think Hakeem would have the same?
And Lester can feel any way you
You
want
know,
to feel.
what I'm saying, a conversation. What you think, Lester?
Akeem say man the right to feel what man feeling, but you see, who want a uniform kind of attitude. We leaders them a show respect and discipline and everything. You understand? You can't start all the thing bad, right? And we realize this is the example where the People's National Party traditionally keep on setting a bad example for governance, a bad example for rules and regulation. Remember, them longest and most astute member, PJ Patterson say the law is not a shackle, Them not care about law,
When they want to
You
break
understand?
it.
And these are some of the things them not understand, right? And I think Akeem is a very young man. I don't think he has done his due diligence in researching the utterances and the actions of the People's National Party. Else he would be so starch in defending them. You understand me? When you have and when you say not trust the government, the GLP government,
I don't trust no
right?
government.
So you didn't trust the People's National Party
No.
government?
So if Mark Golden he didn't go power, you wanna trust him?
Yeah, man, I trust Mark. Depends on who the places to, cause and all that. You have to understand. I trust some PNP. I don't trust some.
You couldn't then hear me buffing in your back. You just say you
So
not
what?
trust no
But DP,
government.
some trust people.
You
I
say you
trust
not trust
people.
no government.
I trust people. I trust Mark. I trust Peter. He's a riser. But at the end of the day, I don't trust such.
Which party is that? He's a riser. Which party is that?
My party.
Rum Party.
Wrong
Rise United
party.
movement.
Yeah. But I not trust some people. I trust like Damian Crawford.
Why is that they trust Mark? Well, I know why they trust
I
Mark.
trust him. I just trust him. Spirit take him.
No,
Jamaica.
why is
My spirit.
why is
He
it
like him.
not
He
just a
like him.
Caucasian
Yes,
man?
sir. What?
No, why just a Caucasian
Why
man?
I'm just a Caucasian man? Hey, I'm gonna get caught up in a color, you know.
I just ask a
And
simple question, man.
answer maybe not suit you.
Because you implicitly said that you don't trust the black man, PJ
I
Patterson.
never called PJ Patterson name. Said me not trust some people.
It's a clean say, keep your damn money, mean boy Akeem.
Me mean, of course, I think say may I work for it. I wish they put it by thing there.
I think that's it.
Oh, TikTok. Baby girl, I think say may I work for it. You must be mad.
Keep your money, mean boy.
Yes.
Akeem,
Don't blame you.
me never go high school and me never go college or anything. But let's say I do not trust no government. PJ Patterson formed a government in Jamaica and he's a black man. Hence,
People in that
hence you,
in that PJ
no, hence you do not
administration.
trust PJ Patterson. Or hence you do not trust
No,
PJ
there are some people
Patterson.
in
But,
PJ government I mean,
but
like
you single out
I'm not
Mark.
trust.
You singled out Mark and said, I trust
Yeah, I'm
Mark.
trust Mark.
So did you trust PJ
Yeah,
Patterson?
I like PJ. I like PJ too.
Did you trust Michael Manley?
Love Michael Manley.
So you say you not trust no government? DP, what is this? What can I show this here?
People in the government.
Johnny Cool says Akeem is so conceited and feel that he has attained enough and need no one or no system. And that's from TikTok. All the comments I'm reading here is from TikTok. Yeah, and the reason why I'm doing this, people, don't cost me. I've been highlighting some here, but there's an overlay. So those who are commenting on YouTube, your comments are being displayed, but the people on TikTok, your comments aren't being displayed. So don't cost me out.
We say Anne Marie now said the money gotta give people in Port and Jamaica. And Anne Marie come from St. Elizabeth, you know.
Yes, she not send the money where?
She not send her money to Portland and now. She send it go down her hometown.
So for the last 16, 17, 18 years, where has our foundation primarily been focused on?
Which part I go know? She says she's
No, it's a question.
No, she has done some work in Portland too. Portland. She's done some work in Portland. Good.
And even before she was an MP?
Good.
Even before she was an
definitely,
MP?
100%. 100%.
Okay.
I like Anne Marie. Why don't think something like Anne Marie? I like Anne Marie, man.
I didn't say like you do not like Anne Marie.
I trust her too. I trust her husband.
The risers Johnny Cool. Akeem is using himself as an example. He know what he would do, so he think everyone is like him.
Look, everybody have a free choice, my people. Respectfully, everybody have a free choice. And I not telling one now, no? So enough to support Jamaica, or if JLP start up GoFundMe or whatever it is enough to contribute to it. Contribute to any vehicle that you believe in that will get the relief or aid to your maybe what desired destination or who you trust the most.
Alex Rattigan said thief na likes a thief with long back.
So
Akeem, let me ask you a question, Akeem. Do you think that the effort of the government in this situation has been commendable? Okay.
yeah.
I noticed the jail.
As me say, it's a new phenomenon, and as me say, it's a massive undertaking for any government. I think anywhere around the world to face this something especially we haven't faced in many years, and definitely
Jamaica,
not of this
Jamaica,
magnitude.
Jamaica because market a white man.
Jamaica, all right. When you come back from England,
There's a
what a white
commenter
man
text
country.
saying, and the PJ loves the way Andrew is working. For what do you have to say, or what do you have to say about that, Akeem? I don't know. PJ same like the way.
You know that everybody again, people, we have an understanding of certain things is personal, and we always have our own perspective, and we all everything we use to judge and we want metrics and we want things. We want knowledge of the system. My knowledge of the system make me no want to trust certain people in the government or certain governments.
You work in the government?
Let's they ask me too much question, no man. Can't ask me so much question on the live.
I second person is me say I beg your generator, Akeem.
I see him why I see him second by second time this he asks. Send the pound. Send the English pound.
Siaga racial slur is the reason PJ was in power for so long. I disagree, Mercedes Zozo.
She said what?
Siaga's racial slur is the reason why PJ was in power for so long.
That's not true.
I don't think so.
But Siaga never made a racial slur.
Yeah, man, he made say something about black scandal, but
Siaga never. DP, I was there at the meeting.
well, that me hear PMP saying say so.
Yeah, I was there at the meeting.
So tell me exactly what Siaga say.
Him said the amount of scandal with the PMP them have. Then come like a see that I'm roll it up like a black scandal bag. At the cleaner company following the right did not quote the full sentence. They did not. Them say Edward Siaga called PJ Pattis a black scandal bag.
But Jamaica, we can if me talk to can send the information and see if my brethren at that side them I work with. I have a community where I'm saying in that try focus on so.
Johnny Cool say, go and ask Mark about Finsack, but you trust him. I agree with you, Akeem. I don't trust them neither. One more and then you can. Two more and then you can go in. Just got the number 3 gifter batch or none that I'm supposed to read. Big up yourself, Stim_13. Yes, go ahead, Akeem.
Yeah, but as we say, as we say, we just want the people to understand, man. Like at the end of the day, everybody not gonna like the government, and we have to realize that. And as we say, don't lose certain support because, like, the PMP maybe know or know say they have them people against support. They may have the Andre Stevens, so we have the people against support. They may have the Romish, we're having people against support them.
Oh, Hakeem, make sure say you support Dre Bryan. Dre Bryan is in dire straits now, you know.
Who's that?
Name the song family.
Who that? No, big one thing. Who that?
That I see some posts wishing happy anniversary. Are there same people, Lester?
Yes.
I don't really know people like that in the list. I really know.
I think him and him husband also get totally destroyed. Hakeem, you need to support your fellow comrade.
To be honest, I don't know the blogging community. I don't know the blogging community or whatever. And I mean, really.
I don't think it's a part of the blogging community. It's a part of another community.
Johnny Cool said, this government is the best thing that happened to us. And I am not being partisan.
Come on, no Johnny Cool. Come on, no Johnny Cool.
He
Come
said,
on.
"Well, none of them is different. Both sides have thieves."
That me believe that to me. Who said that? Who said that? DP.
This is from A on TikTok.
A, big up yourself. A, may you dep on the same page.
Patrick said, "Gentlemen, how talk is a bad influence in not encountering to other." Me not understand.
Yeah, me not understand that one.
What the person saying.
Rephrase that one and said it again.
This Patrick, you can read up on Patrick Harmon, you can resend it, but it says, I'm reading exactly what I see. Gentlemen, how talk is a bad
$80.
influence in not encouraging it's not encouraging to others. That's what you're trying to say. Your knowledge of the system is that you don't like labor rights. That's what Marky somebody is saying. Why
Marky,
Akim never beat your body, no?
Yeah, man, I like it.
People in
Some of my closest friend, I'm a labor right, you know.
Akim have a wife and kids. I wonder.
No, me not no pick
Him
me.
sound like a single man. To dash mean move your car. Akim. Cicely liking her virgin. Let me say
Yeah, man.
thanks to my assistants for
reach
getting
out to my wife, man. She does some tight like star apple.
information over to me.
Yeah.
What John says,
Wow.
$80,000 for
Yeah,
a
man. The
generator
people gonna go hard with this
Now
price
it's
gouging thing.
skyrocketed to over
120. And the thing about you, some light generator, the people might have a sell them with, you know, man. So want to them people, man.
Speaking of that, thanks me. Remind me of something. Although this was prior to the election, people, I saw this electrical company or shop or whatever in Portmore advertising this inverter kit. And the guy that made the demonstration was saying that the inverter kit came with 2 inlets or outlets, sorry, for you to plug in stuff. But if you're smart enough, you can hook it up on your car and then run an extension and then put on a power bank on it and then plug in several other stuff. People have lost their house, and I'm speaking to you as an trained electrician. People have lost their house because of this damn extension card thing and overloading the circuit. Don't follow these people who just want to make money. I tell about them and sell inverter for whatever, because Stammer come again. Even with regular electricity, do not plug in them. You remember like a brown and white extension them?
Mm-hmm.
You have 1 plug-in and 2. Any extension you're using, anything you plug into it, it's supposed to be what amount. So if it's a 1 inlet or outlet, plug 1 something. If it has 2, plug only 2. If it has 3, plug only 3. Don't run extension into extension into extension into extension. I have a neighbor right now. Well, they move. They lost their house January 1st. May I come from New Year's Eve party and saw around 10 fire truck in our area. Them lost their house because they had the biggest display of Christmas, Santa Claus and everything. They had about a 12 feet tall Santa Claus and 1 bag of light. And the only area that really got the burn was the garage. It was a front attached garage. Again, as an electrician, I know exactly what happens. Short circuit. You never hear that? Them plug in extension into extension in the garage and it catch fire. So I just
Mr. DP, you know when you catch with 2 of them attack some cheap. I nearly send a generator go Portland. Made a look for a shipping company to carry it down. I'm gonna say, look, most me send more that waste my money. Can I get back light tonight? This morning.
No, it's not waste. Generator is something good to have.
Yeah, you can. No, we have to talk about that afterwards. Right now, people want clothes and food. Buy generator, I go park and sit down.
That my business, that my friend their business. I was talking to one of my friend today, and my friend say she got asked to a family member what them want, and one of them said they want 3 size 11 shoes, 1 black, 1 white, 1 brown. And so at least my friend I say, but hold on, nothing of this related to hurricane, like.
No, sir.
Oh,
me ship off two inverter today.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, depends on how soon my cousin get back power and I feel me, but my father get back light. So right now, I think I just want to help them people because right now I think I go help out with rebuilding Jamaica. I go ramp up on the farm right now and see if we can crank up. Me try. You know nobody will do solar Jamaica. You know nobody will do solar Jamaica blogging god. When we can get a good rate.
I mean, I know what people don't rate, you know.
Final before I go.
And a labor right special them man.
11:42 my time.
I send
So
that time for DP?
I spoke to Kizzy today. Yeah, me realize we're not on the show in a 3 hour show from the last.
No, along after 9 o'clock. Me say me just come until 9 o'clock my time and 9:42 right now. You know?
That me I said like this thing and Blaze and you see your Blaze dep on TikTok. So. All right. So Kizzy, what me like with her? Kizzy's talk her mind. And me even here she says at the morning say any or Andrew did go Westmoreland first with a Bex and cuss. But Kizzy take thing with the Ambridge with the cutoff date. I think it's up to the 28th of November
For the
for the
customs thing.
no custom thing. What's your take on that, Lester? Near Lester first.
Remember, you know, we still have a country for running, you know. You understand me? And we have to get what the quickest time we get commerce running up and running is better for the government. What we want to have is the country pushing back to normalcy as much as we can. So that is why you see they're focusing on getting Savlamar up, Black River up, Mandeville
And
up, the
Jamaica.
town center. These are the commercial centers. You know, so it's very important that they do that. And remember, a lot
Tell
of
them people
people
that
are
send them a bill here.
there's a lot of goods that come through cut.
I'm yeah.
You know, we get remember that's one of the main point of entry where we get revenue from.
All
You
right, answer
understand
my
me?
question now, sir. Can you not answer my question?
No, I think it's okay. For me, I think it's okay. I understand the economic, the macroeconomic side of it.
Okay. What's
Yeah,
your
man.
take on it?
Understand what Lester say. And in some sense, me agree. Me think, but there have been mechanisms to offset that. I think a lot of people glad now so they can maybe try to get the opportunity to abuse the system. To be honest,
Yeah,
Exactly.
so all them bathroom fixtures where they might make their house
right.
once and
But
in.
I think there are restrictions on some items. No, it's just some items them allow. So I think if you're sending aid, because the thing about it, a lot of stuff you maybe have to bringing from China now because of the tariff and stuff in the US.
Mm-hmm.
So goods are higher. So I think if you're bringing stuff from China, it would take some more time. But again, if they say if you consign the goods to the Ministry of Labor, I think it is, or ADPEM,
Yeah.
we're gonna get to the people. If that's your intention, then hey, send it through the correct channel. You can get with people who maybe have business. Like for me, I can bring in certain stuff as tool of trade. But things like that. But
So this
they've
is my
always
take. And I said it to Kizzy that I trust my government. I trust the running of the country and all of that. Again, nothing is written in stone. So what I think is, say at the end of this month, because last week when that met, that was a full 1 month period. If say the next 2-3 weeks they're going to revisit it and check and see what is happening, and if the need is still there, nothing is wrong with expanding it.
Well, the only thing DP with that is that people would have done a procurement because, when you communicate with the buyers, with the suppliers, I mean, at China, you really sometimes have to like move through, negotiate shipping rate, find a shipping company to carry down the goods and all that. So sometimes that will take time. So that would have maybe run sometimes now a week, for deal with payment or more than a week. But as we say, what we have to advocate for is for people who really say they want if aid. Send it to the medium. Send it to the government. Must open up AdPem and stuff like that and say, hey guys, if you want to do this, still send it to AdPem, still send it to XYZ. A couple maybe have maybe more than one. You have a couple maybe private contractors, which is dangerous. But at the end of the day, government can't do everything. The government can't do everything. So if you have a few couple people who are registered charity and stuff like that, you're able to send it to them, consign it to Food for the Poor, consign it to maybe what father whole long thing the missionary of the poor and all of that stuff. So I think them can really open up some of that, and there are avenues, but people going to exploit it, and we still have a country to run. We have a country we need to recover. And at the end of the day, customs are one of the main, as Lester said, definitely one of the main sources of income for the country. So we have to start get the country back on track.
So you did say people are gonna reach out of it. So I know
Yeah, man.
I know their hardware is in Westmoreland, and see I come into here. No nails, no zinc, no ply, no 2x4, no 4x6, no lumber is available to purchase in Westmoreland.
You know, sometime maybe that's why I'm gonna reach. Because me I talked to my father earlier tonight. Because today first thing started the devastation around the country. So him really shock out time world. And you know, me I tell him say, boy, that they, you know, me know somebody have a mall pit right now. My was bringing two block machine from China
And just make some
and
block.
just make block and chop block go down there.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, like
More
it
coming
rough, man.
here
Me tell you, say,
from
it
from
really break my heart. Me shed two tears couple days, to be
yeah.
honest. Not
Because
gonna lie.
I haven't cried or anything because remember I'm used to the news to TVJs. I've covered
Hmm.
hurricanes, I've covered floods, I've covered my first gig was a burnt body in a burnt house. So I've seen car crash with people just dead in the So I think I've seen so much that it would have take a lot to really move me. Me just
Yeah,
know
it
that I
just.
can recognize the devastation. And
Hmm.
that is why today I said on my TikTok, I am not going to engage. I'm not going to be a part of no conversation where I talk about Westmoreland get more damage than St. Elizabeth or St. Elizabeth get more damage than Westmoreland.
The whole place damage, man. The whole place damage, and we just, to me just wish when we really want to see, as Mister bring it back, you know, as we are close out, is for set get, you know, more emphasis on ramp up at the JDF, ramp up at the distribution, like, and I wish the people in the JDF maybe would have help maybe if them could help some of these private people who are going with the logistics work of it to say, hey, we serve here already. So these are some communities. Pick a community from maybe half of one list or whatever it is,
That yes,
and
again, I
move into them
disagree with.
community.
I think what should happen now is um for those areas, because again, me no want to start calling name for parish. I think they should have like a border stop and have if it's even some tent, just like how them have the field hospitals and whatever. And when
Mhm.
you're going in with your little private car, because you want to go sightseeing with your 2 case of water and 1 pack of pampas, you just drop it off at the spot there and go about your business. No, go into these areas.
Okay.
The soldiers, the soldiers are turn back people know, that's what I know.
Okay.
They must stop people search them, ask, well, investigator ask them what them a do, what them have, and them a turn back a lot of people. But Akeem,
Mhm.
the logistics, right? And there's two major logistics companies in Jamaica, and they are spearheading the logistics of the whole operation now, right? Danville Walker is a part of the
The
team
task
for
force.
that,
Hmm.
and oh God, where the UK former ambassador name, can't remember him.
Yeah,
He's the
me
other
know
one,
we are talking.
right? So
But he might come back
but
next week, right? Think more.
he's been. I think today he's supposed to come back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the week
I think
start. The
today,
week start already. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
today,
Yeah.
yeah. But you see, what we will see going forward is more and more things being done. The JDF just 24 hours have made 17 rescues and taking people to
Hospital.
hospital and rescue people who were cut off and stranded and stuff like that. So they're doing a lot. It's just that not everything will be
A hundred
recorded and
percent.
put
A
up.
hundred percent. Yes, for me, me not care if it's not, you know. Me not, to be honest, me not really care if like when the reports and the official reports and come out. Because me think if it's sometime if I stop for take the people must stop for take picture and stop for video, me think then could have move something.
Yep.
But
Let me
you
try to
know,
get some comments in here from TikTok. Again, thanks TikTok for joining. This is DP Unfiltered. Every Monday night I'm here 9 o'clock. And we can just say 9 now without a different time because the time went back Sunday. So it's 9 o'clock if you're in Eastern or Central time zone, 9 p.m. on Vibes Corner Radio. We're based out of Connecticut. And yeah, we
it's a way you're
play.
not showing a love to the West Coast people.
All right, so 9 o'clock Eastern is what time Western, sir.
It should be like no at 9:51 for me now.
So 3 hours, so 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock and then 5 o'clock in California because I think California went 1 hour back.
You're not showing that love to the people them in Europe like me.
Yeah,
Three
no,
o'clock,
4 o'clock. 4 o'clock.
3 o'clock,
Wow. What
two
time about
o'clock,
6
3 o'clock.
o'clock for you, Lester? 6
I
a.m.
don't even know.
Bedtime.
Something like that.
All right, so let me get these comments out. So
The head of the
somebody
US.
say they just couldn't put the politics aside and work collectively with the government, and that's from TikTok. And Johnny Cool responded to say evil is evil. It spells the same way. and has the same meaning. Sim_13 said, is what the people want, and the original said inverters are good. No, me never say inverters not good enough.
Just say how you use it.
Do
How you
not
use it.
run a 10 extension wire in it and plug in fixed. Guys, the
don't
guy was
overload.
displaying, so I'm run it in there and him plug in one fan, him plug in PS5, him plug in flat screen TV, phone a charge. Yeah, I'm telling you, that can even affect all your batteries. So yeah, when I talk about inverter, whatever,
Yeah,
don't
don't overload the stuff, my
expensive
people.
phone not charge in a week time because the unstable thing from the anyway. As an electrician, as me say, me know me at about. Akeem, pay me, make me carry it for you. Saint Elizabeth. That's from Johnny Cool. I think that's the generator. Johnny Cool saying you should pay him and he will carry it in for you. Was that the last comment?
More Akeem, a question. Can I
Sure,
ask?
man. Yeah.
Akeem, what is it that you think that the government should be doing more?
Again, it hard for me to say just that we're going to see the things that are happening and maybe see people are still stranded. I don't know if more,
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it's practical for more being done because I think if it maybe the practical, it would have maybe get done, so to speak. But we're going to see the things and we have to still hold the government to account. We still have to demand more. It's like how Vaz, right now, Vaz are the MVP for this series. It's like how him say how long that going to take, and them say like 2 days, and we say like no man, want it done tomorrow.
Me not tell you
That
like me kind of sorry for cut you off. Me kind of
Mhm.
feel like that conversation shouldn't have been recorded because it did come across. More people saw the care inside, which can be misinterpreted. Because what the young lady was saying is what they were planning on doing, they had it scheduled to paint the runway. So the downtime today, they were going to use that and do the painting or the marking, whatever. And he was saying, no, like do it now.
yeah, one of the things, one of that part, and then it was the, I guess, zoning off the area for
I see him
just a
conversation.
close. Right. So one of them was closing off the concourse,
Mm-hmm.
fix the roof and
With the
something
roof.
like that.
Yeah.
But why it's good for persons to sit at DP, like it's a learning experience for a lot of persons of what leadership looks like. And especially in a something like project management and waste reduction, like you have to reduce time and reduce, get things flowing. We have a country, we have aid for coming.
True.
And to me it was very
And civil
direct.
servant normally have that thing there where a government pay them so they don't care. They don't have no
Right. And I
target
don't
to
think,
hit, like
and
make
even
we
though
knock out all of this for today. Them just come and work and know so them I get paid.
and even though
And this
it
is not
might be
towards the young lady because I don't even know.
right, well intent, somebody have to say, hey, we maybe can find another way, so make we find the next way, make we try for multitask, like make we try. And that is good leadership. That is good leadership, and that is being proactive. And at the end of the day, you see the flights them start coming, you see people them start fly out, and you bother it off, and you move. You maybe can use this gate or whatever. If it's my gate 3, you maybe can't use gate 3. But why we going to
You
shut
know,
down
put on
gate
the
4 and
whole thing
5?
where 5, 6 be on it. Like because
Exactly.
you see
So
it here in America. Them a work at one ear and then just block it off.
right. So
Yeah, man.
I really applaud Daryl for that. Somebody said
They like Darren.
no, me not like Daryl. Somebody asked
Okay.
that on Twitter,
I
and I
keep
said
like no labor rights.
no man, me have some liberator. Me like Floyd.
No, me mean official.
Me like Floyd Green, man.
You like flag green?
Yeah.
Okay. So all your party say you not do nothing. You
I'm
sure
like
you
no,
have some
nobody
people
does say
from
so.
flag a man
No,
or something?
nobody, no.
Brethren,
Nobody
listen to
does say so.
me. I
Now,
know people from
if you
St.
tell me
Elizabeth.
Shaka said
I know
tell me
people
Shaka
from
said so.
St. Elizabeth where when them a beer water them a give that man for carry basket, you know.
Yeah, man. But Fly Green, I gonna be next prime minister. Our next leader at JLP.
Over tough
But
time.
anyways, me like, yeah, definitely tough time days done.
Why you think so?
In career done. They wrap up that long time.
Because
Stop putting people argument in the DP.
because of Zara Burton claims.
No man. Me just we tell that of one next time. We not start that tonight.
Hold on, up to the last poll we done, him not still there up in the
Yeah,
rankings.
man, no watch that. Fly take over that. Fly that take over that right now.
Yeah.
DP, stop for the food argument because I the delegate them talk, not PMP.
Watch what go on. Floyd.
Well,
Floyd.
I
This
never,
is Floyd.
I never delegate say Mark will never become a prime minister.
Mark the name Floyd Green. But yeah, some like
So
Floyd Green, like
what gonna be the next
Bartlett.
president of the PNP?
President me.
Hakeem, where you smoke tonight?
So we can't
You
do
know,
it. Yes, we can do
you
it.
know, so I
9
bet
p.m.
when you put,
USA is 2 a.m. in England. It's also 4:52 in London.
you know, so I bet when you put Shaggy Arville Burrell as president of the PNP. Him seems to get things done.
When me asleep and just sleep.
I Dayton Campbell them I go take it. Cause Dayton Campbell take a seat and give him. Dayton I go take it.
Data not get that. But anyways,
And Peter
You
Buttigieg I go.
when you see me distract me after me, I big up Daryl Vaz. It's a once in a lifetime
The
opportunity.
beauty
Now
of
come back
all
again.
Hakeem, you won't be able to see everything
When me
while
asleep,
you're
Andrew asleep.
sleeping.
Andrew
Andrew,
asleep too.
Andrew and his government is
It's
working.
working. We have a
We
builder
have
there.
a builder and a real leader.
But yeah, so at the end of the day, me think as I said, let's stop. Just say there's we can always see things for be done, right? But some things not gonna be practical. But I think one of the things we have to do is, and that's why I'm respect the opposition. The opposition have to keep pressure to the feet. If you sit back and just relax, sometimes that bring complacency. So at the end of the day, we still have a champion. We still have to say, hey, people up in a Mount Pelier or wherever it is that need help, and just advocate for them reach. But at the end of the day, them a do a good job. Respect them. As I said, this is new. This is new for all away. And one of the things, big up every Jamaican with I'm soon support on the turnout for the country. I'm really respect that. I'm really respect that. And a lot of support are coming from outside, but big up to the Jamaican. Then we are put them cheese, deep in them pocket and deep in them pocket. And we just continue to do a part, man. We just have to continue with sweet Jamaica. And yeah,
All right. So this is funny. John and I'm seeing this is the first I'm seeing contrast views, but John says it will be PM Nigel Clark after Andrew, then Floyd, then Matthew. Tickling is saying or Nigel Clark next PM.
no, me rate Nigel, but
No, me hear
nah.
one man say on radio the other day say Dr. Clark seat secure for me. I don't remember which constituency because when him left IMF him a come back and get him seat and then run as the PM.
Yeah,
Anyway, somebody
but
saying here, I hope somebody on TikTok can relate to them because my assistants they even send the names, I can't shout it out. But it says, any of you guys sending stuff to JA, I have adult diapers. So that sound like somebody's in America and want to what you call it now, gives donates, that's the term, adult diapers. And Celine is asking Sickling is asking, oh, it's K that said that. Where are you? Uh, Johnny Cole said, Akeem, have you visited the zone since the hurricane? Trust me, if you have, you'll talk differently. Uh,
no, but we need to go to see and understand and appreciate what happened on the ground.
Yes, they need to.
Huh?
Yes, we need to.
No, me not say we don't need to, but me say me not need to go for appreciate it. Me really and truly, the people we go, from all walks of life, have given a clear depiction. I mean, listen to people. You hear the pain of the people in voice, man. Me tell you the truth. Say, I want a roughest week of my life, maybe. Me experience last week.
yeah. As I said, my thing is, and this now again sounds so highfalutin or whatever, but the day after the election, Um, I heard people talking, calling, and making videos and say, if you look at the sea and you look at the sky and not the land, you could never tell that a Category 5 hurricane passed through. And to me, when I heard that, because may have different eyes with different things, I know if there are people right now, not if, because I know there are people who right now they're maybe they don't even have electricity, so they're using their inverters or their power pack or thing to charge them phone or send them phone, go down one place, go charge and all of these things. There is hope. that is what I want to say is, and
Yeah,
Jamaica
man.
will build back. I mean, I was
Definitely.
8 years old when Gilbert struck. That's 37 years ago, and we have seen Jamaica come to a so far where, even the other day with the building, people are saying, Virgin, if you've never been to Jamaica in a while, when you go now, you go to Alaska, all of the things are gonna happen. It happen from time to time. Dr. Gale explained, yeah, I did play it, why there's hurricane. And after I finished listening to it, I said, boy, it's sad that it come with some bad part of it. But things would be worse if we didn't have hurricane, because what hurricane do is suck up all the hot air, so it comes to devastation. All we have to do is just prepare. I
Yeah.
keep on hearing people saying the government should put out a thing for ban boathouse and thing, and me I said that is impossible. Because people are going to build what they can afford, and it is what it is. And it's so interesting. I don't know if you realize. You realize everybody are pro when you come on to after something happen. Nobody could say, "Oh, don't do this, don't do that," and then after we have, because like
Hindsight always 2020, man.
again, the last time we had a direct hit was 37 years ago.
Yeah, 100%. No, for we never born it.
The next thing too is, and more so if we're talking to the capture land people, them don't build no house in some place where I got cause the government if any disaster coming away. Like, try find some solid place for capture.
But DP, you think it's easy to find land, man?
But well, as I mentioned that, I was talking to some of my brethren them Sunday. Maybe what the government need to start do a cut some land up in the interior of Jamaica. Because all of us are flew into Jamaica at night. People only live on the outskirts.
Yeah.
The coastline. The interior of Jamaica is not being utilized. Nobody no live inside of Jamaica.
You know what I'm supposed to do? Cut up,
But the Prime Minister did announce that, that the rebuilding would not be on the coastal line.
cut up,
But even before the hurricane, he has announced that he might try to carry all of the main roads them off the coast and put them on the
He did say
inside.
that.
cut up the interior, sell it to some civil servants, some middle class people, and then you get some community startup in there. You just start build some low income housing around it.
No more oxtail. No more oxtail for Sunday dinner. It no dirty girl and
Iron cow.
what is
But
oh,
I don't know what
corned beef?
iron cow either. But
How much
yes,
corned beef?
maybe corned beef. Corned beef expensive now. Corned beef a big. Jamaica was about 700 or 500 for corned beef.
A boardhouse. No, it's funny that you said that. That is true.
Man,
A
people cuss
boardhouse
all
in
the time. I'm
America.
talking about
Anytime I
Jamaica
see
this,
concrete
Jamaica
house,
that.
I'm like, what? Sometimes I'll have to go knock it to say, is this real concrete or just decorative exterior? But yeah, but again, once there's something, everybody turn professional.
Yeah. But DP, to be honest, like as I said, we based on what everybody say, we're going to set it's set back a little bit, but all hope is not lost. And I think right now, I think we learn a lot over the years, and I think right now we have some
Johnny Cooler, that
formulas.
mean Johnny Cooler asked if I'm a Spanish teacher teach me maths. When me say we have nothing to do with calculation a while ago.
But yeah, me think right now we're in a position where we build back,
Yeah, man.
As me
I'm
say,
strong.
right now me I forgot Jamaica, I forgot bust me upon some of the land them down at Westmoreland. Me no want the land where people them have where to build them house, but farming land and stuff like that. Because I think say we need to crank up the yam production. We need to crank up the yam production, dashing, stuff like that, so we can get back into the export. Even me right now, me did kind of take a break from the export market, but I think right now I'm gonna step back in the export market to try contribute to the country GDP.
Gentlemen, look at now, 6 o'clock in
I
the
know exactly
morning.
where I refer to. When we say about the hurricane actually take up the art here. That you talk about Spanish and maths.
Awesome,
All right,
man.
6 o'clock in the morning. Sorry, gentlemen. Again, let me say thank you very much for joining me. And this is what I'm trying to inculcate. I wish Colin could reach the level of, maturity where you can disagree with somebody, but
If you
instead of
start
calling
about
things
Colin,
and
man,
nasty and dirty and you're liar, labor right and whatever. I can't say I disagree with you. Me not have to call you not and brand you up no we are stuff. But what I realized finally in saying there are some females behind Shaka Fame that don't like me. So you can
DP,
tell him something, and
DP, we could close out this one. I don't want to talk. I'm gonna talk about
he's trying to appeal to his
Jesus.
choir
So, Bridget, make we talk politics, man, and make we have that. Bridget, may I say
Yeah,
exactly what I say? I have a
but me
problem.
could,
May I say?
no, me know how we talk about Shaka film, man. The rest Shaka no man, yeah, give Shaka more year
No,
time in the
Shaka,
night.
Shaka watch me sure, Bridget.
Yeah, but it's too late enough for Shaka, man. We talk about Shaka early in the game, man.
DP, we can give me 2 minute closing remarks.
No, one.
All right. People, thank you for viewing. Thank you for listening and sharing. And we hope that you have learned something from these programs that we have. And people, please do not just follow anybody on social media with their information. Follow the JIS, follow the Ministry of Information pages, follow the ministers who are in charge pages so that you get, especially the Prime Minister's page and the relevant ministries them so that you get the accurate information from the government. This is very important. Try educate yourself at the press conferences and stuff like that and the lives that the ministers put on, right? A lot of times we get misinformation from other overzealous people or people who just want to create content or people who just want to be relevant. So it's very important. You don't want to say, "Oh, me hear this on social media, I see this on social media." No, go to the source, right? It is easy, it is free, and it's better for you. You understand me? So that you don't follow persons who come out and give misinformation and endanger people's lives, or also just give them misinformation that you don't benefit, because there's a lot of benefits to be had from the government services and agencies that you may miss out on. Okay. And I thank you, DP, for this medium. Akeem, I thank you for being the only civil and level-headed to somewhat PMP that I have ever encountered in my whole life. All right.
Thank you very much.
Big up on
So,
yourself.
Olan, so may I said 1988, I was 8 years old. My assistant is saying maybe that is what
Yeah, me don't
John
want to for
T
that
was
thing to
saying.
talk about.
My Spanish teacher teach me maths. But what me say wrong? Blessings DP. It was
Where
nice
is?
being here. Well said. Good program. Thumbs up. We need to baptize Akeem in a green juice. Thanks for
And I whoop.
Sim underscore 13 saying thanks for the closing statements. All right. Thank you.
Me give my closing statement now.
Go ahead.
People, thanks again for watching. Really enjoy interacting tonight. Really enjoy. Y'all made me laugh, I swear. But remember while we're sleeping, if right now you have a roof over your head, you have light, you're blessed. And just remember that our brothers and sisters, friends and family, a lot of us back home is not as privileged. And support jamaica.gov.jm is the official relief portal for the government to contribute aid. But again, I'll say to you that if you know somebody, if you have your family back home, help them out. If you know somebody that's doing a little charity, don't be afraid to support them. It goes a long way, and a lot of our brothers and sisters are being our brothers keepers. And just keep it up. Keep it up. Just support where you can. Every little make a muckle, and one cocoa will fill the basket, and we shall recover stronger than before. And we just keep it up.
Me I go frame you, but then cuss you like how then cuss Blazer when him say Anne Marie was something, something, something. I'm gonna cut out just that part that you say support Jamaica.gov.jm is the official portal. I am going to cut that out and share it. And no other PMP never said that. I am going to do that. I may drop on TikTok, may drop on YouTube, may drop on Facebook, may drop on X, may drop on WhatsApp. Thank you very much, Akeem. As me say, if more of us were more Jamaicans, we'd have a better place. And we have to have different thoughts. You know what I mean? I say, and at the end of the day, it is what it is. Jamaica is in a crisis right now. And as Akeem said, we're going to be bigger, come out bigger and better. And I have to plug it by saying, again, the official site, I have a problem with the people who want to load up them Prado. figure show off and take picture and sightseeing with them woman. So support jamaica.gov.jm. And you may have co-workers, because people are very skeptic, and this is why I believe that if we channel the energy to one place, it is better. There are people who they have been scammed left, right, and center and all of these things. They may not want, you may even feel uncomfortable to say, you want to give me anything to whatever, just share the link with them. You know, you can print some cards for those of you who still do manual whatever, or you can just go on the site, get the link, send it to people. A lot of you are in all kind of chat, all kind of WhatsApp groups and all of these things. Do your part. Get the link, send it to them, and let them know this, because again, sorry, I have to correct lies. John Pollock, big PMP activist, he tried to spread a lie that you can only send 100 US upwards from 100 US. That's a lie. When you go on the portal, you can actually customize how much you want to give. So if you have $1 US, you can put in $1 US or whatever Jamaican. And you have the option. I had to help out one of my neighbor yesterday. He got lost because he saw something like 15,000 and then 30 and JMA or whatever and stuff. There is an option button. You just click on it and you can convert it from Jamaican money, JMD, to US dollars, right? So just get the link, send it out, and try to get people to help. You yourself may not be able to help. The next thing me I gotta tell you, every mickle make a muckle. That's another way of Akeem saying one cocoa full basket. So you may think, boy, $10 it too little bit. You can send it, or you can, you know, team up with co-workers, team up with friends, team up with family members, and maybe a 10 or no 10. If you have $10 and a 10 or $100 that. You understand? So if you alone don't have to feel burdened to say it's all on me to give. Every little thing. The only thing, this is what I'm going to close out, but I'm serious. I support Deanne Jackson Miller 100%. Some people get riled up because in one of her show the other day, she said, listen, you know, people that are foreign don't send no all broke, because it don't make no sense. And it's true. When you send things that you haven't worn in years, some of the time them are expensive shoes. Me have one bridge in one time, he was doing logistic at Jerkfest over Folly, and he put on one Timberland when him having in back of him car for all long. And the bottom just go and separate. So you yourself may saying, no man, this good, but me not wear for a long time, especially shoes if you have it sitting and it's not being worn. Yo, shoes and vagina kind of the same. If it's not being used, it may end up losing its value. Anyways, I had to plug that. I'm so bad. I'm sorry. I take that back. But yes, if you have old stuff where you don't use and you don't wear and you don't use, don't send that to nobody. I don't care if it's even family members. Don't
100%.
All right.
100%.
So I support you, Deanne Jackson Miller. I support you. What is my assistant laughing about here? Sleep well and think of being kind, mean man. That is for you, Akeem.
Who's that? Silly. What's her name? Celine. What's her name?
Cicliny.
Celine. Have a good night, y'all.
Not Celine. I cling that Ly.
Cling.
Yes, cling. Celine.
See y'all next week.
All right. Thank you very much. That is it. All right, boss. Next week, and make sure you're early.
Good.
All right, cool.
All right.
Yes, yeah, so Blazer, you miss a big show, Blazer. The people them even miss you. They were calling from you. Even Akeem was saying, where is Blazer? Where is Blazer? Where is Blazer? Akeem said not do it. But at the end of the day, and the people say, oh, me give Mr. Bell too much ratings. When I wanted to start TV, Mr. Bell was the program manager at Satcom Cable. And I went to him with an idea to do a show, and he gave me a start. I ended up loving it to the point where he made me his co-host on his longest running current affairs show. He used to call it Hard Topic at the time. So me I always have a place where me express whatever, but we kind of lose our time now because I take it personal, which to me it's not. You know, my show is always opinionated based. I try to get facts and share. So if you hate me because my views are say or whatever and thing, then again, I have proof that you're the liar, sir. You're the one that say Mark Golden went to St. Elizabeth, and then you retract that and say it flew over, and then you try to it remind me of the first press person with Donald Trump did have where she said alternative facts. You know, he actually remind me of that, where you're saying flying over somewhere mean you went there. You know, I've flown over, and somebody mentioned it earlier in the comment, I've flown over Cuba. although I've been to Cuba. But not because you fly over somewhere that means you go there, sir. We cannot only make things make sense when it supports our party. Again, I'm calling on the PNP to stop being deceptive. You cannot be calling for unity, but at the same time, you know that the government sent out brief of having a press conference to update the people them of whatever infrastructure, but you go do press conference just to make people look bad. And again, Miss Jess, trust me, I think that bill that you're actually racking up, either you're planning on some pilferages or something like that, you can't be going against the government, telling straight up that you're going to be defiant of the rules of procurement because a source can't you needed to do it because you don't have what it takes as a good member of parliament to rally the forces to say, listen, Miss Daphne need to go to the hospital, so make we clear out the road if a single, not have that, you go so boom, go put people on work. You're not going to be able to blame the government for not being having due diligence in the spending of whatever donation or resources we have. And trust me, please, me don't want to hear one next MP go follow suit and say, oh, she did say this and whatever. Also, I think the government should come out and make a statement about that. From now, nip it in the bud. Don't leave it to just fester and grow and whatever and stuff. Because again, like I was saying to Akeem, I mean it. I was joking maybe some of it, but I mean it. This is a bad precedent. We cannot have people do what they want to do and come out and tell you straight up that I have done it. So guess what? Just deal with it after. Deceptive and performative. All right. So, really, DP, I'm not coming back. Why you say that, V? V, man, me not threaten me them way there. Although this is not the first to threaten me. We spoke about school and me not even get to talk about that. When you hear the JTA president say, oh, the government is inconsiderate for open school, and it's not all of Jamaica, nothing wrong with. So some teacher cussed me out today because I said, okay, guess what? The government should just set up a thing, and the schools that can open so our students can go and learn. Because remember what happened from COVID? The learning loss thing, we don't want to experience that again. Again, there are places where no devastation, water and light and thing and picnic and go to school, so then figure. So my thing is, do not pay the teacher them who don't come to school. Yeah. And of course, the teacher them never like that. V, where you go? Me not like that threat there. I don't like it. I'm sorry. Whatever I said, I didn't mean it. It was intended of a joke. All right, that is it for tonight. I shall be going to my bed. Please enjoy the rest of your night. Again, let me say thanks to Vibes Corner Radio. Let me say thanks to those of you who joined me on my YouTube channel. For those of you who have actually clicked the like button, thank you. For those who have clicked the thumb up button, thank you. For those of you who have subscribed for the first time, thank you. Please share the video, share the like, invite your friends. For those of you who enjoyed what you got here tonight. And the TikTok people, big up on yourself. Until then, I always say, if you can be good, please be careful. Enjoy the rest of your night.
DP stands for Damian Phillips. All who never knew get with it. So if you see a girl's phone and it's my name DP, don't feel no way, or just the habit. Politics, politics, it doesn't matter, me I go talk. Bringing light to the lost so you will get it. DP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat. Voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge.
See that? Yeah, see you next week.
You know the rest. Come chat with DP. Call me Damian Phillips. Yeah. So if you see your girl's phone and it's my name DP, don't feel no way, or just the habit. Politics, politics, it doesn't matter, me I go talk. Bringing light to the lost so you will get it. DP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat. Voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Yeah. Views expressed, you know the rest. Come chat with DP, call me Damian Phillips, yeah. Come listen my show. On the economy I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. VP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. Come listen my show. On the economy I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Just know it's a general knowledge. Views expressed, you know the rest. Come chat with DP, call me Damian Phillips. Whoa, ooh yeah, Phillips. Call me Damian Phillips, yeah. Yeah, DP stands for Damian Phillips. All who never knew get with it. So if you see your girl's phone and it's my name DP, don't feel no way.